What's going on? We're a few minutes late jumping on live here for this SEC championship game. I just been on watching some basketball, but gosh, Texas has started off laying a beat down to South Carolina. Starts off 14-0. This is wild to say the least. Turnover city by South Carolina. Don Staley waits till it's 14-0 to call a timeout. Gotta see, can South Carolina turn this around, man? Raven Johnson for the 17-footer short, rebound Texas. This first, I mean, I've never seen Texas. Rory Harmon for a 15-footer, good, 16-3. They came out, they blitzed South Carolina to start off. Raven Johnson's turned the ball over multiple times. There have been turnovers all over the place. Tania Lasson's been invisible. Everybody, Joyce Edwards has been invisible. Everybody for South Carolina has been invisible. Oh, that's a block shot. Jump ball. Possession, South Carolina. And it looks like Duke is going to win this game in overtime over Louisville in the ACC championship. I was watching the Iowa game. That was an absolute bludgeoning at halftime. Iowa just can't even compete with them. They look petrified. Hannah Stuckey looks like she's afraid of Lauren Betts. Jumper by Medina Okot. Nope, doesn't fall. Rebound. Is that Booker? No, that's not Booker. No, I'm talking 25. Grab a rebound. But we are here. We'll be here for the rest of the day. Rory Harmon, short on the wing jumper. Rory Harmon, that little hog, man. She's guarding Matt McDaniel. Full court. That is some defense right there. That is some defense. Okot at the three-point line. Oh, that's foul on Booker. We got 4:45. They're stretching out Raven Johnson behind the bench. Does she ever pulled something? Don't know. I hope not this early in the game. But man, Texas has blitzed them to start this game. I thought Staley would call a timeout a little bit earlier. She did not. I know Duke won 7-16. Block shot. Sorry, I was a bit late today. I didn't plan on doing this, but this start off was crazy. Edwards for 12-footer. She misses. Rebound Texas. Welcome aboard. Booker with the ball way outside, being guarded by Johnson. Booker way out, 8 on the clock, guarded by Tessa Johnson, looking for she's going left. Step back three is no good. Short rebound, Texas. Okot rips it away. Layup by McDaniel makes it 16-5, 3:56 to go in the first. Okay, that one's over now. All right, now they're going to mess with me here. 18-5. UCLA, by the way, is up 27 right now in Iowa. That's an embarrassment. Absolute embarrassment. Another miss by South Carolina. Rebound by Carlton. I got to flip this around because they had this game start off on the wrong channel. Now it's moved over to ESPN. Very messy situation with what they do here with these games. I don't understand this. Don't know why it controls both now. UCLA is up 52-23 on Iowa. Bludgeoning. Non-competitive. Texas up 20-5 here. They got 14 points in the paint. Edwards kicks it out for a three from McDaniel. She knocks it down 20-8. What? They're fine. Are they bothering you? Okay. Harmon with the little dump off right there. Easy bucket, man. You're the largest deficit in 8 seasons. Crazy start, people. Crazy start. Got to see if Tanaya Latson's going to show up here. Conservative in his defensive approach. Whether that makes it zone, whether that makes just not going down before feed, and he shrugged that off. What? Where? Yes, much better. So good defensively. You got to play with that level of toughness. Booker with the short one, misses, grabs her own board. Carlton for 3, buckets, 25-9. Corner 3 from McKeer, bucket, 25-12. 44 seconds to go in the first half. Carlton backing them down. She backs down. Joyce Edwards gives the right-handed off the bank. She's killing them right now. She's got 13. Justice Carlton got 13. She's killing them. 6 of 7 from the field. 27-12. Texas brought the belt to the ass today. Triple drive. McDaniel dumps off to – who is that? That is Dowda. She got swatted. Harmon goes up with a long 3 from 30. Oh, she misses off the side rim. It's 27-12. Texas over South Carolina. End of the first. What a first quarter of play. Holy hell. That was nuts. That was nuts. Wow. What a start by the Texas Longhorns. Yeah, I got the Iowa game on. I watched that first half. That was an embarrassment. That they look like they don't even belong. Like they don't even belong. That shit was so embarrassing. That was so embarrassing. They had 11 turnovers at one point and 6 field goals in the first half. They're down 32. But not make it 30. Hannah Stuelke is petrified of Lauren Betts. She won't pull her out and dribble around. Pathetic. Pathetic. This absolute shit show. 45.
Feel like goldfish. There isn't one thing that makes the SEC special. There are a million different things. The students, the legends, the fans, the passions, the traditions. And when it all comes together, it just means more.
If you're new to the channel, appreciate you jumping on board. Like I said, I honestly plan on just watching games today, but man, if I had to turn this thing, I had to jump on with Texas starting off like this. I'm gonna be real. I thought South Carolina was gonna run them off the floor. I didn't find out. I was gonna watch it, but if Texas is gonna play like this, I gotta watch this. I gotta get on for this.
Makeover. Your favorite former contestants move back into the mansion, spill their secrets, refresh rooms, and win the hearts of the judges.
I expected Iowa to lose, but goddamn, they get beat down like a drum. Like they're not even. This game was they were up 3-0, and then got outscored 22-2 the next 7 minutes, something like that, 8 minutes. And look at this defense. It's horrible defense. She's playing behind Bex. What are you doing? Like, man, and also UCLA's hit all them threes. They were in a zone and just hitting all these threes. Another there was an open one for Iowa. She hits it down 27 now. But man, oh man, this game right here with Texas and South Carolina, bro, that game ready to go, baby.
Execution was good. I think what's more impressive to me is after they called timeout, we still beat them by 1 the rest of the quarter. So we knew they were going to come back, punch again, but we withstood that and made some plays. So I'm really proud of how we've come out and executed. Long way to go.
Justice Carlton has been so aggressive. This is the most output we've seen from her early in a ball game all season. What's gotten into her?
Well, she was this way when we played them the first time. And, when Justice is focused, she's really, really good. And today, right now, she's really good.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, praise the Lord. Good Lord.
Thank you, Vic. Thank you, Holly. Here's what's at stake for Texas, trying to win their first SEC Conference Tournament title, their 13th overall. Meanwhile, South Carolina trying to win their 10th and a 4th straight.
So at the end of 1, Texas up 27-12. Carlton has 13. Cunningham with 6. Booker with 4. Harmon with 4. Leading South Carolina was Maddie McDaniel off the bench with 5. Only 4 points from the starters, all from Tessa Johnson. Don Staley is known for making adjustments, so can they, that's a kickball. Can she make the adjustments today? Is the question. Because this is a beatdown right now. This is a beatdown. There's one more championship game on the docket today. TCU and West Virginia, but I don't really care about that game at all. I don't plan on turning that game on. Being real. Texas on the side, on the in-court, inbounds. Leah Crump over to Booker, back to Harmon. Guarded by McDaniel, way out by half court. Looking for the screen from Cunningham. Goes around, right-hand side. Step back, 14-footer, no good. Rebound, Ocott. Kick it forward. You got Edwards right on the floor. God. Layup, Edwards, and 1. God damn, you take too long to make that pass. Make the pass faster, Jesus. Edwards was running that floor. That was a good pass by McKeer, but man, that was behind her too. Tell you what, if South Carolina comes back to win this game, that'd be pretty goddamn impressive. Free throws no good. Rebound Cunningham for Texas. Hope everyone had a great Sunday so far. You realize that you lost an hour. When you woke up, it was an hour later because we went into daylight savings time or savings daylight time. I don't even know what they call it now. Jumper by Cunningham I'm sorry, that's Crump. Good from 14. They're making shots, man. They're shooting 67% right now. 3 from oh, she pump fakes. Makir dribbles the drop. Nice little take to the rim. Makir with the bucket for 2. Nice take to the rim. Harmon way outside. Dribble drive, spinning, kicks it out. Crump, 3, no good off back iron. Edwards rebound. Makir misses the bunny. Misses the bunny. If you're in the room, leave a comment, man. Let me know you're here. Appreciate y'all. Harmon off the screen. Carlton, the 3-point line. Get out of the, she dumps it in. Stolen by Okot. McDaniels, a bad pass. You should have just swung it around. McDaniels with the Euro loses the ball. Booker up the court, gives it back to Harmon. 29-16 right now. Texas over South Carolina. Booker being guarded by Raven Johnson. She's back in the game. She was being stretched out after early in the first quarter. Booker on with Johnson on her. Kicks it to the corner to Harmon. Dribble drive. Nice little pocket pass right there. Oh, she misses the layup. Cunningham misses the layup. McDaniel with the ball. McDaniel's being guarded by Rory Harmon. Screen from Edwards. Swing over to Okot at the 3-point line. Hand off to Raven Johnson. Makir dribble drive on the baseline. Double team. Swings it out to Raven Johnson being guarded by Booker. Dribble left. Spin back right. Dribble to the basket. Layup attempt is no good, and the foul on Booker. That's Booker's second foul. She may go to the bench right now with 7 minutes to go in the first half. By the way, UCLA's up 59-30 on Iowa. What an ass whooping. And Duke won the ACC championship 70-65 over Louisville in overtime with their best player, Toby Fournier, sitting on the bench in overtime because she fouled out in regulation. And they had just made that one free throw and grabbed the rebound. They couldn't grab rebounds. Raven Johnson first free throw was up and good. They couldn't grab rebounds in the last 45 seconds. They gave up a rebound that turned into an and one. I'm sorry, a rebound that turned into a layup. They missed the free throw, gave up a rebound again, turned into a 3, then gave them the lead. I mean, they just couldn't grab rebounds. Both free throws are good. 29-18. Texas, 7 minutes to go in the first half. Makir is playing hard. She's playing with some effort. They need her off the bench to do something because, gosh, Tania Latson's been invisible. She's not even in the game. She played 8 minutes. She's been sitting for a while. She's back in the game now. They put in Turnbees. I can't pronounce her name. The French girl. Dribble drive left. Stolen by Latson from Jordan Lee. Latson at the 3-point line. Raven Johnson off the screen. On little turnaround 5-footer bucket. 29-20. This is down to 9. South Carolina's fighting back, man. It's a big crowd there at this game, man. A lot of South Carolina fans in the building. Is it in Greenville, South Carolina? Judd over to Crump. Crump dribble drive right on Makir. Attacks and knocks it down off the glass. Nice take. It was a 6-0 run that just got ended. Okot. Oh, turnover by Okot. My God, you just threw the ball backcourt. What the hell? That's an unforced turnover. It wouldn't shock me if Texas blew this game. When you start off like that, it's hard to maintain that. Because they played perfectly for the first 3-4 minutes. Dribble drive, turnover Texas. Ashton Judd, I don't know what she was doing with that ball. Just turned the ball over. They just took Raven Johnson out. Wow. I think there's an issue that Raven might have with her leg or something. Inbounded to Latson, dribble all the way up the court. Dumps it off the Torna Bazid, whatever her name is, the French girl. Bucket, layup, 31-22. Tornabees. Okay, Tornabees. They need bench production today. Because, again, they're getting very little from their starting front court. Olcott has 0. Joyce Edwards has 2. Edwards is on the bench right now. Dribble left. Layup. What a take by Brianna Preston with the left. Is she a lefty? Because she looked like a lefty with that take. That's a moving screen. That's a moving screen on Olcott. That's an easy call. You got to stay still, genius. That's an easy call. Easy call. She's literally, I mean, it's not even close. What are you arguing about, Staley? That was an easy moving screen. That's a moving screen. The Tornabees one was fine. It was the one on Olcott. That's an easy call.
I'm feeling more confident about
We're at a break right now.
choices with Voya. Have you updated your workplace benefits and retirement savings? No, but I am really going to think about it at some point.
Don't just think about a strong future. Plan for one with Voya. Plan, invest, protect.
Diabetes, there's no slowing down. Each day is a unique blend of people to see and things to do.
So we are here at the break right now, and it's 33-22, Texas leading South Carolina. Texas jumped out to a 14-0 lead in the first 4 minutes of the game before Dawn Staley called timeout. But the Gamecocks are trying to get back in this thing. They're getting performance from their bench. Maddie McDaniel with 5, Agat Makir with 5, Elisa Tornabees with 2. That's 12 of their 22 points. They got 4 from Raven Johnson, 4 from Tessa Johnson, and 2 from Joyce Edwards, shooting 42% from the field. Turned it over 7 times. While Texas is shooting 64% and has out-rebounded South Carolina 14-7. But we have a long way to go. UCLA now leads 65-34. Watching Iowa play this game today, it's just there's a fear, bro. They're afraid. Like, you can literally see the fear in them. They were fumbling the ball off their leg, doing all kinds of silly crap. They look like they want to know parts of this game. Where's my phone? They want to know parts of this game. Like, this is a humiliation. Like, you almost wonder now if this can drop them from a 2 seed to a 3 seed, or a 3 seed to a 4 seed. When you get, they will now have gotten beaten the brakes off them by UCLA twice. I mean, Sienna Betts looked really good early on. Kiki Rice, I mean, they all look good. They were all hitting shots. They were killing it. They were killing it. They were killing it. In that UCLA-Iowa game, you got 14 out of Gianna Nipkins, 3 threes. You got 10 out of Betts, 10 from Hawkins, 11 from Ledger Walker, 9 from Rice, 8 from Sienna Betts off the bench, 2 from Dugalich, 3 from Bilic. Leading scorer for Iowa was 13. Everyone else has been pretty much shit. They're shooting 30%, while UCLA shooting 61%. 13 turnovers to 9. 10 steals by UCLA. Raven Johnson and Tessa Johnson both on the bench right now. Interesting. 5 minutes to go in the first half. 33-22. Carolina's in that zoning, and that worked really, really well on LSU yesterday. Short little jump shot, no good. Rebound, McKeer. Missed by Crump. McKeer swings it to Tornabees. Three-pointer for Tornabees is no good off the back iron. Rebound by Crump. Who's in the game right now? That's Brianna Preston. Dribble left. Swings it over to Crump. Crump for three is up, and it's good. 36-22. McDaniel being guarded by Preston. Looking for the screen from Edwards. No screen. Goes around it. Preston gets it over to Latson. Dumping to Edwards. Foul by number 11. That's Carlton.
This is one of the things that Crump brings to the table. You see the screen against the zone. Nice dribble, penetrate, and kick by Preston. And then a nice open.
36-22 in Texas with 4:04 to go in the first half. Raven Johnson and Tessa Johnson both returned to the game. Welcome aboard, great Afro Duke. Appreciate y'all jumping on. I was a little bit late today. I didn't plan on doing this. My voice was tired, and I still got to do Sunday Night Heat tonight. So 5 count on South Carolina. God dog. You do not see that too often. 5 count turnover. That's a bad turnover. All right, we got Preston being guarded by Raven Johnson. Handoff to Crump. Swings it over to Carlton. Back on over to what number is that? Can't even tell what number that is. By Jordan Lee. Carlton dumps it in to Odakre. She gets fouled by Tornabees. Dawn Staley's yelling, about to get herself a technical foul. Let's see. That's a foul. That's a foul. That's not good position. That is a foul. She hit her on the arm. That's a foul. Stop it. That is not position. She wrapped her with the left, hit her with the right. That's a foul. Free throw is good. 37-22. That is a foul. That's a foul. Second free throw is good. 38-22. She hit her across the arm. She hit her here, and then she hit her on the arm going up the shot. Like, stop it. That's a foul. Latson has the ball. Oh, we got a holding foul on Preston on Raven Johnson. Let's see how they get ticky-tacky with the foul calls. Madison Booker's on the bench with 2 fouls right now. She's played 13 minutes. She probably won't play the rest of this half as long as this lead stays the way it is. Tanaya Latson on the left, swings it over to Tessa Johnson, dribble drive left, dump over to Edwards in the post, pump fake. That's a foul too. That was a foul. Rebound by Odakre. Preston dribble speed, kick out to the lead for the 3. It's good. Switch from the corner. 41-22. Man, they're rolling right here, Texas. 10-0 run over the last 2 minutes. 3 minutes to go in the half. Tornabees from the 3 from the corner. No good. Air ball. Lee with the rebound. Pushing it. They're beating them down the floor, man. To Preston. Top of the key. To Crump. From the 3-point line. Hands it back off to Preston. Being guarded by Raven Johnson. Preston gets over to Crump on the wing. At the 3-point line. They're curling around to Jordan Lee. 15-footer from the corner. No good. Rebound, Tornabees. Oh, Edwards, straight line to the rim. Oh, block shot by Crump. But Edwards gets her own rebound and makes the layup 41-24. UCLA's up by 36 on Iowa. 36. 72-36. Carlton over to Preston at the 3-point line. Hand off to Crump. Dribble drive left. 17-footer is up. No good. Rebound. Tessa Johnson. Johnson at the right side of the court. Being guarded by Crump. Oh, she almost throws it away, but it gets to Latson. Back over to Raven Johnson. That was a sloppy pass by Tessa Johnson. Nearly would have been a layup. Raven Johnson going on a couple of screens. Dribble left. Gets Joyce Edwards off the back. Nice play. 41-26. Back doors are right to the rim for a layup. 1:26 to go in the first half. Texas is up 41-26 on South Carolina. O'Dockery way outside, looking for somebody. What are you doing? O'Dockery just threw the ball away. What the fuck are you doing? I'm gonna be real. How is O'Dockery playing college basketball? She just looks like a 0-0. Like I don't know what she looks like. This oopty-doo. Like she's just confused out there. I don't know what the hell she's doing out there. Like she just threw the ball to bounds to nobody. They took her out. Good job. Thank God. Because what is Vic Shaver screaming about? About to give himself a technical foul. Raven Johnson going on a Joyce Edwards screen. They're leaving Raven Johnson to go. She finds Joyce Edwards, but she throws it out of bounds. That was a nice thought, but went out of bounds. Turnover by South Carolina. Man, Vic Shaver's losing his goddamn mind.
Joyce Edwards was sending Raven Johnson away, and did Raven? What do you think, D? What do you see in that?
Nothing happened there.
The position of Raven Johnson.
They all fell.
Is not legal guarded position, and so she ends up tripping up Preston, and that's what he wants called.
Okay, we got Crump on the left, being guarded by Tessa Johnson. Dribble right, swings it back over Jordan Lee. Dribble drop to the center. 16, 14-footer, swish. 43-26. Nice move. Maddie McDaniel with the ball. 30 seconds to go in the half. Being guarded by Prescott. They've had Booker sitting for 7 minutes. Latson has not scored yet in this game. Tanaya Latson has one shot today. She has not scored yet. If y'all don't think that Tanaya Latson's game has been diminished playing at South Carolina, I don't know what to say. Latson inbounds it, gets stolen by Texas off the inbound. By Prescott over to Crump. Layup, no good. Rebound, Prescott. Blocked by Tornabees, gets fouled. I don't think that was a foul, though. I have to see a replay of that one. That girl's 6'6" or whatever. She just had her arms up in the air. Dawn Staley's crying a lot today, bro. Oh, no, you can't put your arms down. Just keep your arms up. You can't do this. You cannot bring your arms down. That is a foul. No, you cannot bring your arms down on people. Stop it. That is a foul. Hands up. You're not going to review that. Hey, buddy, you're not reviewing that. Free throws missed by Preston. I call her Prescott. Preston. I'm sorry. I don't know what I called her. 74-38 UCLA. Missed both free throws, so there you go. Tornabees on the rebound. 13 seconds. Tessa Johnson, 17-point game, guarded by Preston. That's a foul. What are you doing? Oh, they're not in the bonus yet. Well, they are in the bonus. Why did you do that? Carlton just fouled the shit out of her for no reason. You're getting 2 free throws now. That is so dumb. Oh, that is dumb. What are you doing, Carlton? You fouled her 35 feet from the rim. Dumb. Johnson's first free throw is good. That is dumb.
Texas been held in check in his first half. Just 1 of 3 from the floor.
Both free throws are good. Texas ball up 15. Inbound to Crump. Dribble up the middle of the floor. They're letting her go. She dumps it off to Cunningham. Layup is good, but at the buzzer. 45-28. Texas. They are laying belt to ass right now. And Madison Booker sat for 7 minutes. She only has 4 points. God, Iowa should be ashamed of themselves. 45-28 at halftime. By the way, UCLA's up 78-41 on Iowa. That's insane. I would not have thought it'd be this bad. Like, I thought they'd lose, but God, dog, this is a disgrace. The fear that they've played with today. Another steal, turnover. UCLA's trying to make a point here because they got their starters on the floor still. Like, Corey Close is doing some Lindsey Gottlieb shit right now. They're up 39 with 5 minutes left. Take the starters out. Take the starters out. You get people hurt. You get people hurt. You got Kiki Rice out there. You got Charlize Ledger-Walker out there. Another steal. Another steal. Another layup for Kiki Rice. 82-41. This is like JV versus varsity right now. And Dugalich is a starting level player, so three-pointer by Iowa is good. No good. Sorry. Rebound, Dugalich. I'm sure they got people at the sidelines. Call timeout. Get them out of the game. Wow. 3 from UCLA is good. Again, 85-41. Jesus Lord. Turnover, Iowa. Turnover, Iowa. Oh, my God. Wow, Iowa, bro. You're playing like a bunch of scared white girls. Jesus Lord. 19 turnovers. 19 turnovers. By the way, Hannah Stuelke against UCLA today. 0 points. You tell me again that you want Indiana to draft Hannah Stuelke. She sucks. 0 points. Playing like she's petrified. She was so bad. 0 points. 0 for 4. 3 rebounds. Garbage. Kylie Forback. 2 points. 0 for 5. Bro. Trash. Trash ball. They're playing trash ball. They're playing trash ball. What? They're down by more than double. They're down 44 points. 85-41. Neekins has 19. Rice has 15. Betts has 10. The other Betts has 10. Hawkins has 10. Ledger-Walker with 11. They're shooting 60%. Iowa's shooting 30%. Man, Iowa's shooting 30% because they're afraid. They've been afraid. You watch the whole game, they've been afraid. Wow. That is a bludgeoning, bro. We are at halftime right now here. Texas with a 17-point lead on South Carolina. I think they got the closest they got this game down to was 11. I think it was 11. Yeah, it was 33-22. That was the closest they got it to. Outside of that, it's been double digits since they got the double digits. They have not gotten it under 11. I don't think it was lower than 11. Maybe it was 9. Maybe 9. Let me check. Let's see. What was the closest we had this game down to? They jumped out 14-0. They blitzed them. Turning the ball over. Raven Johnson turning it over. Edward. They got it down to 9. It was 29-20. That was the closest it got. Yeah, that was the closest. Yeah. Yep, 20-9. That was the closest it got. Dude, Iowa looks like they don't belong, man. And they won yesterday by 17 over Michigan. That's just trash. That is straight up garbage. That is straight garbage.
fish have short memories.
No, yeah, top. I mean, they look petrified. It's weird. They look scared. There's a fear they're playing with. By the way, halftime here, Justice Carlton got 13 points. Maria Cunningham has 8. Aaliyah Crump has 7. Jordan Lee has 5. Rory Harmon and Booker got 4. Preston and Oldakri got 2. They're shooting 61% from the floor, 3 for 6 from 3, 50% from 3. Rebounding South Carolina 18 to 12. 5 offensive boards to 3. That's a big thing for Carolina. Edwards has 6. Tessa Johnson has 6. McKenna have 5. Raven Johnson has 4. And Tornabees has 2. Tania Laxton's taking 1 shot in the first half. 1 shot. 1 shot. She's 0 for 1. And Medina Okot is 0 for 1 as well. 0 points. So you're getting 0 points. There's not an Iowa player who's draftable. No, man. Iowa don't have a draft. Iowa does not have a draftable player right now. They suck. Like these players are afraid, bro. And I'm gonna be real. I don't know that. I don't even know that Caitlin Clark could help this team. She'd have 40 and they wouldn't score anyone. No one else would score. Unless she gets them layups. I mean, you ain't turning a 45-point loss into a win. Okay, UCLA finally called timeout to take their starters out. It's about time. Yeah, they're pulling starters out now, finally. There's no draftable player on Iowa's team right now. Maybe Ava Hayden in a couple of years, but she's the only one that played semi-decent in this game. The rest of them, I mean, she's got 15. She's 7 of 11 with 15 points. She's got 1/3 of their points of their offense. Addie Deal got 9. Chizadi Wright, or Chit Chat, whatever her name is, has 9. Stremolo's got 6. Rebecca got 2. Hayes has 2. Yeah, this is a dog walking, bro. Like, there's not a player on this team that's draft. If I listen to anyone tell me about Hannah Stuelke again tonight, I'm gonna fucking shit. Like, I'm gonna take a shit on your head because I can't listen to you tell me about Hannah Stuelke anymore. Completely mediocre player, mediocre ass player with no offensive skills. She has only she can do is make layups, today she was just losing the ball off her leg over and over again. Trash. 92 to 43. 92 to 4. This is. Could this get them knocked out in the first round? I mean, they'll be playing at home, but could this get them knocked out in the first round? Like, mentally, you just got beat by 50. 50. They treating you like a fucking middle school team. Sienna Betts with the 18-footer, 94 to 43. It's getting worse. Will they score 100 on them? There's a minute to go in the game. Jesus Lord. Iowa 3, no good. Foul on the 3, though. We're here at halftime, 45-28, Texas over South Carolina. That's a dagger right there, wide open.
Duke would go on to win this one, 70-65. They're excited as they won the ACC championship. But you talked a lot about Ashley Jackson. What else do you have to say about her play today? Well, all of it, just the poise. I mean, there are times it would be a broken play, or they would go to trap. I just love seeing the tears because you know they're happy tears because how hard this worked for that game.
Duke, I have no idea. She ain't any good. She's not any good. What is your point? They should. Oh, well, today they suck, that's for sure. 94 to 45. 3-rebound Iowa's no good. Rebound Iowa. Oh, they just lost a 3-pointer by Iowa again. No good. Rebound by Iowa. Kick out for 3 from Iowa. It's no good again. Rebound UCLA. Oh, why is Jaquez in the game still? Why is Jaquez in the game still? They got Gabriela Jaquez in there still. Why is she in the game? Dump in, layup. 96-45. They got their walk on a basket now. They're not going to get 100. Iowa's not going to shoot. They don't want to shoot anymore. 96-45. Yo, I don't know that I can play basketball again if I ever lost by 50. Oh, another missed layup. They're going to lose this game by 51 points. 96-45. 96-45. 96. Oh, no. You don't get to do that now. You guys want Indiana to draft Hannah Stuelke. Y'all think she's good. UCLA doesn't have 6 first-round picks on their roster. Get out of here. Get out of here. Who are the 6 first-round picks? Lauren Betts and Kiki Rice are the only first-round picks right now. Maybe Jaquez. Maybe. Ledger Walker's not a first-round pick. Dugalich is not a first-round pick. Come on now. Nipkin's marginal. They beat Ohio State by 10, and you just lost by 50. Come here. Oh, be careful, man. Be careful. Dude, be careful. You okay? You okay? He hit his face. He doesn't need that. He just, so you thought they'd lose by 51? You cannot be serious. You cannot be serious. They only beat Washington by 18. 51 points? I don't think Kiki Rice is a first-round pick, but if she is, she's the bottom of the first round. They got one real first round, and that's Betts. I don't want to hear nothing about Hannah Stuelke ever again. That girl's complete and utter garbage. Caitlin Clark made her matter. Caitlin Clark made y'all think she was good. They just got beat by 51. No one lost by. Let me see. I want to check something out real quick. I gotta see this. You know how bad you gotta be to lose by 51? I'm gonna give you some numbers. UCLA beat Santa Barbara by 37. They beat South Florida by 33. They beat Southern. You want to know who they beat by 51? They beat Southern by 51. 51. They beat Cal Poly 115-28. And they beat Long Beach State 106-44. You're literally telling me that Iowa is the level of Cal Poly and Long Beach State to lose by 51 points. They beat Purdue by 48. They beat Northwestern by 34. You know how bad you gotta be to lose by 51? They beat Indiana by 44. Dude, I watched USC. They suck. I guess USC did beat Iowa. Oh my God. 51. They're not all. Dugalich is not a first-round draft pick. You're crazy. You're crazy. No, don't make shit up. Dugalich is not a first-round draft pick. You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. You want to make shit up as you go, feel free. Dugalich is a damn freaking senior. She is not a first-round pick. She ain't a first-round pick. You want to make excuses for getting drop-kicked, feel free. You want to make excuses for getting drop-kicked? That's a disgrace. They should be ashamed of themselves. I would never want to play basketball again. I wouldn't even want to play basketball again. I'm gonna go do this for y'all since right now, In February, they dropped the mock draft. Just so you know, the mock draft has Betts going 4th, Nipkins going 9, Kiki Rice going 12, Jaquez going 15 right now. So that's 4. Yeah, okay. You said there were 6. There's not 6. That's the ESPN. Let's see who else here. But again, they didn't beat everybody else by 51. That wasn't Long Beach State and fucking Southern and Cal Poly. You're Cal Poly now? Is that what you are? You Cal Poly? You tripping. Here's a CBS mock draft. CBS mock draft has Betts at 4, Kiki Rice at 5, which I think is crazy. Nipkins at 8, Jaquez at 9. They got 4 there, according to them. All right. You can't get beat by 50 by anybody. 51-point loss. Get the fuck out of here. Making excuses. Yes, Iowa sucks. They help. Michigan sucks too, obviously. Michigan must be terrible. That's what I'm saying. They played like they were petrified. Scared to death. Yes, scared to death. They played scared to death today. And you're making excuses for losing by 51. Cut the shit. Cut the shit. They suck today. Hannah Stuelke was afraid. I watched the game. Did you? Afraid. The first half was an abomination, and it got worse. They were only down 22 at halftime. And they lost by 51. This game is back. South Carolina with the ball. Edwards dribble drive left. Kick out to the corner to Latson. Back into Edwards in the post. Pump fake. Bucket. Good. 45-30. Does Dawn Staley have the magic today to get this team to turn it around? That's the reason I keep saying there's only 3 real teams in college basketball. 3 or 4. Backdoor to Booker. Nice pass by Harmon. 47-30. There's only 4 real teams in women's college basketball. UConn, South Carolina, Texas, and UCLA. The rest of them are all fucking garbage. The rest of them are all primed to lose. They're built to lose. To be mentally beaten that way. I mean, I'm watching Hannah Stuelke. Oh, wow. Nice shot by Raven Johnson. Go ahead. Go ahead. $47-32. Booker over to Carlton. Jordan Lee. Harmon. Dribble left. Oh, that's a foul on Raven Johnson. They're forming her back, dude. I said she canceled. She said I'm gonna tell you right now, Raven Johnson with that arm out, that was a foul too. You can't just arch out your arm and throw someone off like that. That's a foul too. Inbound from Booker. Oh, layup, Rory Harmon. Oh, she missed it. Oh, she tipped it in. Oh my God. No, great Afro Wolf. They will make excuses for Iowa whenever it happens. 3-point shot by Medina Okot bricks. Tessa Johnson rebounds, makes the turnaround jump shot. Yeah, Miami sucks. What's your fucking point, sweetie? What's your point, sweetie? Miami sucks. I'm a Miami fan. I'm my city. I don't watch Miami. They suck. Give me a break. You lose by 51. You're making excuses. UCLA got 3 wins like that all year. Those are against Division 6 squads. They didn't beat anybody else in the Big Ten by 51 points. Booker for the 15-footer, good. Up by 17 still. Iowa gets crushed today, and Iowa fans making excuses for how they got 6 first-round draft picks. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. They didn't beat Washington by 51. They beat them by 18. It looks like it, unless something changes. What happens with seeding right here? If South Carolina, now here we go. Here's the conversation. If South Carolina loses, they will drop to the number 4 1 seed because Texas will go to the number 3 1 seed, and they will end up having a matchup with UConn in the Final Four again. Well, actually not in the championship. Oh, turnover by Joyce Edwards. She throws the ball into the stands. Oh, yeah. Eat it, dude. You want it so bad. Eat it. God, dog. Rory Harmon over to Booker. Curl around Lee. Screen. Booker left. Kicks over to Cunningham. Carlton for 17. No good. Rebound Cunningham. Kicks it out. Oh, she goes up. Gets it blocked by Okot. Rebounds her own shot. Over to Lee. Lee dribble drive center. Left-handed. Oh, she misses the layup. Tough shot. Raven Johnson rebound. Pushing tempo. Pick up the ball. Okot with a weird-looking shot. No good. Okot 0 for 3 today. Texas. I would not slow the game down, Texas. But they are slowing it a little bit, I guess. Lee kicks it over to Booker way outside. Screen by Cunningham. Booker left. Kicks out to Carlton. Dribble right on Edwards. Turnaround jump shot blocked. Oh, they call a foul on Edwards. You know, every time you commit a foul and you do all of this, like that doesn't do anything because you're probably putting your arms down and that's a foul. Let's take a look. Edwards. You fouled her. You hit her right on the arm. She hit her right on the arm. You hit her right on the forearm. You hit her right on the forearm. Free throw up and good.
Officiated 26 Final Fours.
She has her arm on her arm, dude.
Yep, thank you for that angle. It is Carrie, our producer, is wonderful for that angle.
Both free throws are good. You wanted those shits that bad?
Yes.
So Edwards is to the bench with one foul. I'm surprised. Okot in the corner. Does she want to shoot again? What is Okot doing, bro? She dribbled the whole damn way. Oh my God, travel on Okot. What a joke this is. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. Okot, get your big ass around the basket. Don't be at the three-point line. What are you doing? Jesus. It's 53-34 Texas. Rory Harmon gets it over to Carlton, over to Jordan Lee. They're going to Booker to the left. Lee off the screen, off the curl, over to Cunningham. Oh, you picked up the dribble. Over to Cunningham on Okot. Up with a little short one, misses off the rim. Torn to Bees with the rebound, foul on Texas. Third foul on Carlton. She's committed 2 really stupid fouls in this game. She got herself put to the bench for that dumb stuff. Okot is McGowan 2.0. McDaniel being guarded by Rory Harmon. I mean, you can't make your layups, bro. McDaniel dribble drive to the rim. Layup is good. 17-point game. When does South Carolina start extending their defensive pressure? It's 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. 17 is a pretty large margin. Ryan Ruocco is cheerleading South Carolina, bro. Madison Booker to the right. McKeer on her. Double team by Okot. Booker misses the 10-footer. Rebound. Carlton kicks out to Harmon. Offensive board. You get more shot clock. You get more clock. Huh? I said Booker missed the jump shot. Booker with the jump shot again. She hit it for 15. What? She's like 6'1". 19-point game. Latson, you still been taking one shot today, bro. One shot, Latson, in the Torner Bees with the turnaround jump shot. It's good. And the foul. That is the 4th foul on Carlton. Another dumb foul by Carlton. Another dumb foul by Carlton. You're up 19. Why are you hitting someone on the arm? Just play solid defense. Timeout on the floor. It is 55-38.
Whether it's stepping out with your crew, grabbing the fuel you need to support your team. Grab Grab the fuel you need to support your team. Grab Grab the fuel you need to support your team. Grab the fuel you need to support your team. Grab the fuel you need to support your team. Grab the fuel you need to support your team. Grab the fuel you need to support your team. Grab the fuel you need to support your team. Grab the fuel you need to support your team. Grab the fuel you need to support your team. Grab the fuel you need to support your team. Grab the fuel you need to support your team. Grab the fuel you need to support your team. Grab the fuel you need to support your team. Grab the fuel you need to support your team. Grab the fuel you need to support your team. Grab the fuel you need to support your team. Grab the fuel you need to support your team. Grab the fuel you need to support your team. Grab the fuel you need to support your team. Grab the fuel you need to support your team. Grab the fuel you need to support your team. Grab the fuel you need to support your team. Grab the fuel you need to support your team. Grab the fuel you need to support your
I just talked to Ben Daniel. We're off for tonight. We will not be doing Sunday Night Heat tonight. We'll be bringing it back next week after the tournament is announced and finding out if the WNBA season has been delayed or not, since the 10th is actually what? In 2 days? The 10th is on Tuesday.
Goldfish have short memories. Be like goldfish.
Crushed it.
Degree clinical 5X. Protection for 5 types of sweat. Let's see. No sweat. No sweat. No sweat. Personal questions getting too personal? No sweat. Time to give them a show they didn't ask for. See? No sweat. New Degree Clinical 5X, the strongest degree ever.
As you age, you may lose muscle faster. Ensure has 30 grams of protein and calcium HMB that helps slow muscle breakdown. So you can.
Oh, man, it is 55-38, 4:23 to go in the third quarter.
You're going to like the story.
Latson, I've said it before, Latson going to South Carolina was the worst decision she can make for her basketball career. People don't want to listen to me. They can ignore me. They can say I'm wrong. Latson going to South Carolina was the worst decision she could make for her basketball playing career. It is my opinion, and I will stand on that shit all day long. Her numbers are in the toilet. She is not aggressive the way she used to be. And you see it. It is what it is. It is what it is. She is not the player that she was. She has allowed this type of offense that does not go through her to impact her in a variety of ways. Like, I don't know what people want to understand, what people don't understand about it. She ain't the player she was. She defers way too much. She defers way too much. Don't like it. Just one shot. You're down 17, and your second leading scorer has taken one shot the entire game. She's invisible. What are these beads that Dawn Staley's wearing on her neck? Free throws up and no good by Tornabees. Rebound by Cunningham. We are back right here. So South Carolina's won 9 of the last 11 SEC championships. Harmon over 2. Man, get 21 stuffy ass off the floor. Judge, he sucks. Booker off the screen from Judge. He getting pushed by Edwards. Swing over to Judd. 10-footer. It's good. I'm Judd. Sorry, I said you suck, but because you can't dribble, clearly. Back to 19 points, man. I don't see South Carolina getting back in this game, man. I don't see it. McDaniel. Raven Johnson's on the bench still. Very interesting. Tessa Johnson's on the bench still. Very interesting. I don't know. Latson won't shoot. She shoots the 3. Good. Misses by a mile. She's over 0 for 2. Has Tanaya Latson ever had a 0 game in her college career? I'm curious. I'm curious if she's ever had a 0 on her offensive line. Jordan Lee left by Latson. Swings over to Booker. That was a travel. Booker to Judd. Dribble drive left. Right-handed layup. She loses the ball to bounds. I thought that was off on Judd. What? She's funny. She's funny as hell. Harmon inbound to Madison Booker, guarded by McKeer. Dribble right down the middle. 10-footer, no good. Rebound, Joyce Edwards. She's fouled by Judd. They commit stupid fouls, man. Like, the only way you're gonna get these girls back in the game is get them into the bonus and make it easy. You know.
These two teams are two of the best conditioned teams in the country, though. We see that year after year with the way Vic Schaefer and Dawn Staley.
Ruko, stop making excuses about people being tired. It's basketball. They both played 2 times. Stop the cap. McKeer to the rim gets fouled by Cunningham. She'll get 2 free throws. 19-point game. And South Carolina fans were loud yesterday on this chat after the game ended. So I'll stick around for a little bit. I will stick around.
So the men's tournament in Nashville, Nick Schaefer brought up a couple of days ago, hey, it's tough winning this SEC tournament.
I will stay just to converse with all the South Carolina fans who have a lot to say all the time to me about how great everybody is. 57-40. You know, yesterday Raven Johnson balled out. Today she's been certifiable garbage. Yesterday, Tanai Latson balled out. Today, certifiable garbage. Yesterday, Joyce Edwards balled out. Today, certifiable garbage. I mean, maybe they'd make a miracle happen, but I don't see it right now at this point. Booker has to move his screen on Judd. Get Judd's big ass out the game, man. That girl. I'm going back on you, Judd. You suck. That is absolutely a moving screen. You're throwing your forearms into her ribs. Raven Johnson's back to the scorer's table, ready to check in. Nobody has to guard Tessa because she ain't plus. Oh, how was it? Tornabee's dribble drive left. Swings it back out to Latson. Dribble drive left. That's a foul on Cunningham. And guess what? Is that their 4th or their 3rd or their 4th? Is that their 4th? Oh, they're in the bonus now. There you go. As I said, the stupid fouls. The stupid fouls are going to come back and bring them to the free throw line. And now we at the free throw line. These things matter. This is what gets people back into games. Afro Wolf, of course they will have excuses for Raven Johnson because they can only see the best in her. Early on, if you watched it, she was the one turning the ball over. She turned it over multiple times. First free throw by Latson misses the first free throw. Jesus Christ. Still at a 0. Man, Latson, you having a rough one, girl. Second free throw up. She misses them both. Oh, my God. Oldakre with the rebound. Oh, my God, Latson, it's not your day. Rory Harmon dribble left. Bring it back out with Edwards on her. Bring it back out. I think them slowing the game down, though, has also made it worse for them because they are not scoring as easily as they were. Harmon's being guarded by McKeer, looking for a screen from Oldakre. Dribble left, 14-footer is no good. Rebound. I don't know. They're playing volleyball. Latson pulls it down. She's being guarded by Harmon. She's about to lose the ball. She just lost the ball. Oh, they call a foul on Booker. So now that's her 3rd foul, another dumb foul, 2 more free throws. You had a volleyball game for that rebound there, and now you have another free throw, a pair of free throws. Hey, by the way, why is Renee Montgomery doing men's basketball on the top right with men's games going on? I don't understand that. She's doing men's basketball games. But we don't have men doing women's basketball games on their little TV shows or whatever. She's with Clark Kellogg. She makes one. Okay, that's her first point of the game. With 1:35 to go in the 3rd quarter, her first point of the game. Gifted point because of a dumb foul way outside. Leads down to 16. Second free throw's up and it's good. It's a 15-point game. 57-42. And Latson's coming out the game, I think. Yeah, they just took out Latson for Raven Johnson. Carlton committing that foul, that 4th foul, did not help this team. She was playing well. Booker with the ball. And Booker really ain't done much of anything today. She's only got 10. I think she had 31 yesterday. Booker being guarded by Raven Johnson. We're wasting time here. Dribble drive to the right. Goes up to the left. Blocked by Edwards. Rebound by McKeer. Good job by Edwards. Edwards is running the court well, but Oldakre with that big booty gets there and knocks the ball away. She's a big girl. I'm gonna start calling her Big Mama Oldakre. Well, they're reviewing the play. Oh, that's off. That's off of Edwards' hand. Oh, Docker hit it off her hand. Oh, we got a timeout here. 1:14 to go in the third quarter.
Be like goldfish.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. And turn all of your purchases into
Oh, man.
trips. Plus, get premium benefits at
They're the stats right now.
hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And get access to over 1,000 airport lounges.
Rough day for the South Carolina Gamecocks. Nobody showed up. Nobody showed up. 53% from the field to 45% from the field, 50 from 3, 33 from 3. 12 turnovers for South Carolina, being out rebounded. Yeah, the only percent where they wouldn't have the lead was when it was 0-0. Because they led the entire game. Carolina was a 4.5-point favorite in this game. These are your standings in the SEC. See, you show me this stuff after this. After these 5, the rest of these teams are just teams. They're all the same, man. This is all, they ain't that good. Like, you're 7-9 in conference. They're 7-9 in conference. What's the difference between these two? You know, appreciate everyone jumping on, man. I know I was late today, but like I said, when I saw this game start off the way it started, I thought South Carolina was just going to run them off the floor as they typically do in games that matter. And that has not happened today. So I'm like, I got to jump on. Not to brag or boast, but because if a comeback happened too, that'd be pretty significant. You know, that would be significant. Oh man, we got Michigan State going to happen later on in a few minutes on the men's side. Got Illinois 53-53 with Maryland up top on my left. Illinois is having a struggle right now against Maryland. Maryland's not very good. 35 to go, and it's tied 53-all. No Sunday night heat. We're gonna do it next week. Ben just buzzed me and said, "Let's do it next week when we have all the stuff on the WNBA and what they decide they're gonna do." Afro Wolf, yes, I agree with you. That's off Edwards. That's off Edwards. That's off Edwards. Yeah, I think UConn's going to kill all these teams. I've said that before. I've said it before. UConn's going to kill all these teams. Like we can stop the cat, man. They're going to kill all these teams. UConn's too good. Yeah, we'll do Sunday Night Heat next week. I'm gonna do a post game on this thing right here, and I'm not gonna leave the video. So we'll recap this thing and talk about what happened and whatever. Roy Harmon being guarded by McKeer, which is a weird matchup. Judd's still out there. You got Booker being guarded by Raven Johnson. Booker going left. She gets to the rim. 10 foot. That's a foul. Oh my God, she got hit on the arm. Oh my God, that was a foul. That was a foul. Booker's guarding Raven Johnson. Sorry, Raven Johnson's not blocking Booker's shot. She's too small. It's a foul. Turner B's in the post on Judd. Turnaround jump shot is good. It's down to 13. 35 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's the closest it's been in a long time. I think Texas slowing the game down has not been good for them. They were moving the ball up and down the floor quicker. The slower the game is, the better it is for South Carolina, in my opinion. Even down 13. You play this game too slow, you limit yourself offensively. That's what we've seen. They need Carlton back out there because without Carlton, they ain't done shit. We got Roy Harmon from 15. It is no good. Missed by a mile. Raven Johnson rebound. 6-5. Gets it up to McKeer. Dribble drive. Raven Johnson dribble to the center. Kicks it out to the corner. McDaniel after the buzzer. No good. Air ball. And we are at the end of 3. It is 57-44 Texas. But I I don't like what I saw from Texas in the last about 4 minutes of that third quarter. They didn't do anything for about 4 or 5 minutes. Was not impressive. That they slowed it down too much. So through 3, it's 57-44.
Businesses work best when they put people first. Dedicated Cintas service reps
Wow.
make sure your team has the essential products they need.
What the hell was the score at halftime again? It was 45-28 at halftime. So South Carolina won that quarter 16-12. This game, I mean, Texas had not. When did Texas last score? Texas did not score in the final 4 minutes. Their last bucket was with the 4-minute mark to make it 57-38. It's a 6-0 run to finish the quarter, which also shows you how many problems South Carolina is having scoring baskets as well. So I don't like that slow down tempo for them. I think it's a mistake. They should be playing a little bit faster. But those are my thoughts. And I mean, South Carolina's getting a lot more production from their backs than they are from their starters. Tessa Johnson's barely playing. Olcott still has 0. Latson has 2. She's 0 for 2 from the field, 2 for 4 from the line. Raven Johnson has 6. She had 22 yesterday. Tessa Johnson has 8. Joyce Edwards had 18, and she has 8. She did nothing in the third quarter. Tornabees has 6 off the bench. McKeer has 7, and McDaniel has 7. They got 20 off the bench. Texas has 13 off the bench. Yeah. South Carolina fans ain't here today, man. I don't know. They don't like what they're watching, and I'm sure they're not going to show up to talk shit like they did yesterday after the LSU game. But we will stick around for a little bit, see if they show up. We can talk about this game. In other action around college women's basketball, Duke beat Louisville 70-65 in overtime to win the ACC championship. Louisville just couldn't grab rebounds in the last 45 seconds of that regulation. Kind of gave that game away. Gave it away, in my opinion. Fairfield's up 62-48 with 3:27 going the fourth against Merrimack. They're ranked 25th. UConn beat Creighton 100-51 to win the Big East. That's the Big East semifinal. They won by 49. UCLA absolutely bludgeoned Iowa by 51, 96-45. Largest comeback in program history is 18 points by South Carolina. They're down by 19 today. UCLA beat Iowa by 51, and those are the TCU is playing against West Virginia at 5. They play West Virginia, 10th ranked versus 15th ranked. On the men's side, Illinois is currently leading 55-53 at Maryland. Michigan State plays Michigan at 4:30. Their game's about to start on my right-hand side, and Nebraska plays Iowa at 5. Here we go. Rory Harmon with the ball. They still got Judd out there. Why? Oh, my God. You better put Carlton back in this game unless you don't think she can control her fouling. Carlton fouled too damn much, man. Stupid fouls. Oh, terrible pass by Reed, stolen by Raven Johnson. Pushing the pace. Dribbling all the way to the rim. Goes up for the 10-footer. Misses. That's a terrible shot by Raven Johnson. Rebound, Rory Harmon. That's just a stupid shot, in fact. Don't like that play at all. Don't like that play at all. Harmon around the old Dockery halfway screen. You got McKeer guarding Harmon, a 6'1" on 5'6". Booker off the screen. Oh, right-handed layup is good. Nice play. She left Raven Johnson in the dust right there. Back to 15, at 12 for Madison Booker on the day. Raven Johnson being guarded by Rory Harmon. Screen from Joyce Edwards. Double team by Judd. Back. Raven Johnson for 3 is up, and it's not even close. That's a dumbass foul on Judd again. Oh my word. Do not commit dumb fouls to get them in the bonus. Like, just box out. That's a great play there. $8:59 to go. You got they took out Judd. Oh, Judd's still out there. Judd guarding Edwards. Edwards for the short one from 5 from the side. It was good. 59-46. Harmon being guarded by McDaniel. Did they pull out? They pulled out Raven Johnson. Wow. Wow, she pulled Raven Johnson out. Here comes the Raven Johnson excuses. I'm sure we're going to hear them. Backdoor to Madison. Madison Booker looked like she was going to dunk that ball, by the way. Did you see the way Madison Booker went up? Look at that backdoor. It's like she went up like this to cuff it, like she was going to dunk the ball. But she ain't close to dunking the ball. What is she doing? She gets fouled. She's going to the line. She like took the ball. She's about to cuff it and flush it. Maybe my eyes are deceiving me. First free throw by Booker is coming up. It is good. It's good. That was a terrible shot by Raven Johnson. Both those shots I thought were terrible shots. First player this century to go for 30, 10, and 5 in an SEC tournament game. Wow. Does that say a lot about women's basketball? Booker's free throw was good. Are they subbing Booker out? No. No, we got who do we got coming in here? They took Judd out finally. About time. They brought 32 in. Tia Sidbury. That's her first moments of play today. Rory Harmon guarding McDaniel. Latz is back in the game. McDaniel dribble drive left. She gets fouled by Harmon. 2 free throws coming. They're fouling again. They're going to put themselves in put them in the bonus. It's a 15-point game. McDaniel's at the line for 2. 8:25 left. 61-46. Free throw good. Down to 14. Bolt misses the second one. Rebound by Sidbury. Fouled by Joyce Edwards on the rebound. South Carolina's putting on some pressure now. Double. There's a Fugazi double. Yeah, Rory Harmon with the ball. McDaniel guarding her. Oldakre on the Oldakre fake screen. Off the curl. Oh, what are you doing? Off the curl, Booker. She looks to dump it into Oldakre. Oldakre gets grabbed by Makir, and that is a foul on South Carolina. That is their third foul in the third quarter. They're going to put Texas into the bonus real fast. It's a 61-47 game. Tessa Johnson, has she been forgotten today? Look at Don said he's talking to Tessa Johnson right now. Is she not happy with Tessa Johnson? I don't know. Dribble drive by Booker, spinning back around. She misses. Rebound by Tornabees using that 6'7" size. Last dribble drive. She makes the layup. It's a 61-49 game. She finally scores a bucket. Can they get some energy here? There's under 8 to go. Rory Harmon with the ball. Again, they started slowing this game down, and Texas does not look the same. They've scored 4 points in the last 7 minutes. Booker to the right on Oldakre. Gets it over to Sidbury. Gets Sidbury's ass out of his game. Rory Harmon with the 14-footer. It's good. You might want to put Carlton back in this game, man. It's back to 14. Latson with Tornabees. Latson kicks it out to McDaniel, who fakes. That's a travel. Ripped by Harmon. Kicks it. Edwards with the ball. Kicks it out to Latson in the corner, being guarded by Lee. She's dribble drive right. Attack. No good. No foul. That was a foul, I thought. Oldakre with the rebound. Harmon with the ball. 7 minutes, less than 7 to go. Hand off to Jordan Lee. Dribble drive left. Dumping is. Oh, wow. Almost turned over. Oldakre with the ball in the post. You got to kick it out. You dribbled. Harmon You dribbled. Oh, my God. What are you doing, Harmon? Turnover. Steal by McDaniel. They're running the floor. Edwards gets fouled and won. What a stupid foul. They are doing some dumb shit right here. Wow. This is so bad. 63-51. Edwards with a chance to make it an 11-point game. Just let her go. I mean, that's nothing. I mean, where did she touch her? You might want to put Carlton back in this game because without Carlton, they've been looking different. Put Cunningham and Carlton back in this game, man. They took Latson back. Oh, he's taking Latson back out again. Edwards' free throw is up and good. It's down to 11. They're going into a full court press right here, man, or a full court man. Rory Harmon gets doubled. Booker. Oh, damn. She damn near turned it over. Lee has the ball. She's being guarded by Tessa Johnson. Tessa's back in the game. She dribbles right. I don't like what Vic Schaefer is doing here. She dribbles right to the rim. The right-handed layup is up, and it's good in the one. Big time play by Jordan Lee. Awful, awful defense by Tessa Johnson. She just takes her to the right, and she lets her go. Just shook her ass. Why are you fouling? You got beat. Let it go. Let it go. Why are you fouling? Oh, my word. Free throw is up, and it is no good. Rebound by Tornabees. It's a 13-point game. Raven Johnson to the left, using the Tornabees screen. No screen.
What the hell is that?
No, they don't know how to use a screen. It's ridiculous.
It wasn't the screen. She looked at it.
But she's not using it. There's another Fugazi screen. Dribble left. Raven Johnson. She's doing a lot of dribbling. Kicks out to Tessa Johnson for a deep three. No good. Was that blocked?
That was airball.
It was an air ball or it was blocked or both. We got Preston back in the game for Rory Harmon. Why won't he put Carlton back in? Sid Berry's done nothing since she's been out here. Then she doesn't near turned it over. Passes into Booker into a trap. Sid Berry dribble drive. Attack. Misses by a mile. Misses by a mile. Get her out of there. Edwards going to the basket on Odakre. She misses it. The shot's blocked. Rebounded. Misses again. Loses the ball to bounce. That was off of fucking Edwards. What are you talking about? Oh, yeah. Don Staley's upset, man. Can you please put fucking Carlton back in the game and Bria Cunningham, for fuck's sakes? Sid Berry, go to the bench, man. Go where you belong. God damn. A lot of Louis Vuitton stuff. She's like a sponsor. So what if she's black? What does that mean? It's a black Louis Vuitton outfit. She wears Louis Vuitton every game. Well, those are probably things that were given to her, dude. Man, shut up, Toro. She ain't. She's hot as in she's pissed because she ain't hot. We all know that. No. Medina Ocott wants to shoot a three. Medina Ocott wants to shoot a three. Dribble drive left, and she makes the layup. 65-54. 5 minutes to go. She's got 2 points. Her first bucket of the game. 2 points. I would have just backed up, let her shoot a three, man. Why? Because she can't shoot. Carlton with the ball with Edwards. Odakre. And go get the ball to Booker. Jordan Lee for three from the corner. Lock and load. 68-54. Lock and load Jordan Lee. Under 5. Raven Johnson right on with Jordan Lee guarding her. Dribble left. Attacking the rim. Damn near turns it over. Tessa Johnson misses the layup. Easy ass layup. Misses that shit. Preston with the ball being guarded by McDaniel. She dribbles left. Pulls it back out. They're running some clock down to 18 on the shot clock. 4:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Texas is about to take this SEC championship home. Preston, dribble left. Fadeaway jumper from 12. No good. Rebound Ocott.
Don't dribble the ball.
Never said Texas wasn't a good team. I know what you mean. You told me. Never said they weren't. Raven Johnson with a short floater from 8 feet. 68-56. Under 4 to go. I don't know what telling me that Texas was a good team. I never said Texas wasn't a good team. There's only 4 teams in college basketball that matter, and it's It's UConn, these two, and UCLA. The rest of them don't matter. You're going to have these 4 teams in the Final Four. Jordan Lee from 15 from the wing. No good. She gets her own rebound because Tessa doesn't blocks her out. Dribbles it back out. That's terrible. Tessa Johnson, are you sleeping today, girl? You look lost. Joyce Edwards is guarding Jordan Lee way outside. Preston dribbles around the Carlton screen. Dribble drive on 15-footer. Bucket right in McDaniel's face. She gets a technical foul. You're a fucking idiot. You are a fucking idiot. She talks shit right in front of the referee. Bro, you cannot do this shit. What are you doing? Make your... And then you look shocked. What the fuck do you think this is? That is just stupid. Man, sit her dumb ass on the bench. I can't stand stupid fucking selfish shit. You made a basket. Bro, you're up 12. You're up 14 on the basket. You didn't hit a shot that won a game. You hit a 14-footer to give you a 14-point lead, and you're acting like you did something. Go sit your ass on the bench. You just gave away 2 points, potentially a 5-point play of a 3. They can get this thing under 10. It gets interesting. Just dumb. Dumb. Texas has dominated this game so much to me, and they should be up 20. They should be up 20. But they're letting South Carolina stick around. The fouling is, I mean, they've committed 18 personal fouls to 10. They can't stop fouling. And now you get a technical foul plus the ball. Only 4 teams matter in women's college basketball, and they're the 2 playing tonight, and UCLA and UConn. The rest of these teams do not matter. You'll have these 4 teams, these all 1 seeds in the Final Four. We already know it. It's like we don't even have to be asked. We know that's the problem that exists within women's basketball that makes it hard is because 2 seeds, 3 seeds, they don't typically get there. Like, they just don't, unless there's a special player there. And that takes a massive upset. That's why there's so much bored that goes on in women's college basketball, especially when it comes down to getting into the Final Four. It's 1 seeds galore almost all the time. We have a timeout here. There's 3:16 left in this game. Texas is looking at a potential SEC championship. Brother, tell you, man. I tell you.
Goldfish have short memories.
My Final Four is the same Final Four that it's been all year. UConn, UCLA, South Carolina, and Texas. And now it's UConn, UCLA, Texas, and South Carolina, which means South Carolina will play UConn in the Final Four and not in the national championship because Texas is about to take that number 1 seed. UCLA is locked in at the number 2. UConn will be number 1, and that's it. Because Texas has 2 wins now over South Carolina with a W today. They will have won the season series 2-1 because they played them in non-conference. UCLA, man, what they did to Iowa today was like a child abuse. That was some child abuse shit. Yo, what? It's boring until the Final Four, and then UConn will beat everyone by 30 again. Keep telling people UConn's going to kill all these people, but no one wants to hear me. People are literally arguing this fact. Like, oh, there we go. We got Latson and Raven playing at the same time. I mean, she's been subbing them back and forth with each other over and over again. She's been subbing them back and forth. Oh, now Preston is saying sorry, but you already okay. McKeer hit the first. Oh my God, she missed the free throw. Can you imagine putting this girl at the free throw line for the damn technical shots and she misses the free throw? She misses them both. She misses them both. She misses them both. Why is she shooting your free throws? You're telling me McKeer is a better free throw shooter than your entire starting 5? Raven, Latson, and Johnson? No, fuck Okot. Fuck Okot, please. That made no sense. They benched Tessa Johnson again. Oh, they just stole it. Wait, what? What was Rory Harmon doing? They just threw the ball away. South Carolina just threw the ball away, and Rory Harmon got a steal. Oh my God, old Doc Ray. She makes the layup. It's a 16-point game. Rory Harmon just had the ball thrown into her by USC. Like, they just gave it away. There's no turnover, right? Am I blind?
Yeah.
They just turned it over. They just give it away. And she ran the other direction. She ran the other direction. Like, she forgot which way they were going. Raven going left. Dribble drive left. Trying to post up. Kicks out to McKeer for pump fake. 15-footer is good. 72-58. They got to run a full court press. It'll be they just turned it over right back to them. I mean, this is, dude, I think South Carolina has thrown in the white flag. They're not being aggressive. There's no trapping. That was a bad pass by Carlton. Harmon being guarded by McKeer behind her back. Dribble. Lee, nice cut. Layup. Is Rory Harmon a first-round pick? No. She's 5'6". No, she's not a first-round pick. Raven Johnson dribble drive. It's a block. I'll tell you what. I think South Carolina has thrown in the white towel here. They've given up. That was on Carlton. Carlton, you commit dumbass fouls. Does UCLA have a chance to beat UConn? In my opinion, no. You cannot use today's Iowa game as the example. In my opinion, no. I don't see it. Because they're not afraid of them. Iowa's afraid of them. Heck, they only beat Washington by 18. They beat Ohio State by 10. And then they win by 51. Iowa was petrified. It was fear. Raven Johnson free throw is up, and it's good. South Carolina, man, they were never in this game. Never. Not once. Misses the second one. Rebound, Texas. Rory Harmon has the rebound. Ravens picking her up 75 feet from the rim. They're not trapping. They're letting it go. You are? Why? Huh? Okay. All right. What? Okay. Booker to Judd to old Docre. Layup attempt. No good. Rebounds herself. Rebound Judd. Kicked it out to Harmon over to Booker. This game is a wrap, people. No, I said UCLA is afraid of. I said Iowa was afraid of UCLA. I said UConn is going to destroy. I don't think UCLA has a chance. Booker with the 17-footer. I said Iowa was afraid of UCLA today. This game is 76-59. This game is over with less than a minute to go. Yes, UConn dusted UCLA, and I think UConn will dust UCLA again. It's a matchup issue. They're not afraid of UCLA. That's what I'm saying. Iowa is afraid of UCLA. Iowa played like they were being beaten up by their big sister. I mean, they were backing off of Sienna Betts, letting her shoot. Just letting her shoot 17-footers. First free throw by Latson is no good. Latson today, 4 points. If any of y'all think that South Carolina can beat UConn with shit like this, you're crazy. She misses the second one too. My God. Wow. South Carolina got one double-digit score today, folks. One. Joyce Edwards has 13. That's it. Texas, what a game. They came out like a balls on fire. 20-footer from Booker. Swish. 78-59. Wow.
To close things out here for Texas. McKeer can't hit. And a whistle as Booker is a little shaken up. And that's the last thing he wanted for Texas.
I think it was more frustration with the foul call.
As Booker.
Oh, here are the excuses. Gamecocks are just tired. They're totally exhausted. It's the LSU of, oh, here are the excuses. Oh, my God. Yeah, here you come. South Carolina fans, come make your excuses for why you got beat the shit down by 19. I mean, come on now. You know, Texas played yesterday and had a tie game almost going into the fourth quarter, right? Come on, man. I don't want to hear it. The ball game is done. Texas is the SEC champion, 78-61 over South Carolina. That was straight up belt to ass. Should start off 14-0. They never got it closer than 9. What a thumping that Texas put on today. What a performance. They beat the living shit out of South Carolina today. That was an ass whooping. Certifiable ass whooping. Credit to Texas. I thought Justice Carlton came out great. She had 15. She had 13 in the first quarter. She had Madison Booker has 18 points. Jordan Lee had 12. Bria Cunningham had 8 rebounds, and she barely played in the second half. She had 8 and 8. What a performance by Texas today. You got to give them all the credit in the world, man. That was incredible. I got to salute them hard because, man, I didn't think they'd win this game. I thought South Carolina would have won this game. And they did not. They weren't even competitive in this game. This game was 14-0, and they won by 17. So, what a performance, man. You want me to open up lines so you can call it as a butthurt South Carolina fan? Man, I want to see if these South Carolina fans show up today because they showed up in fucking heavy yesterday after they beat LSU, and they wanted to talk a lot of shit. And they're more than welcome to talk some shit. But boy, oh boy, they got punked today. They got punked. Both of these teams played. In fact, if you want to talk about being tired, Texas played the late game yesterday, not the early game. So Texas should have been more tired than South Carolina, you would say, correct? Yes, you would. You absolutely would. So I don't want to hear the fucking excuses for getting your ass bent over their damn knee and busted like it did. That was a fucking beatdown. That was a beatdown. And they beat Ole Miss yesterday by 17 points, right? But understand, if you didn't watch that game, which I did, that was a 59, it was 59-57 with 8:47 to go in that game yesterday, and they won by 17. Okay? So do not tell me about any type of bullshit. That was a 2-point game with 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and Texas turned that shit on and finished them. Do not give me the bullshit. I don't want to hear it. What a performance by Texas. Give them credit where it's due. I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. They played the late game and they came out balls or vaginas on fire and got the job done. 14-0 to start the game off. What a beatdown. Absolute beatdown. Oh, here we go. The refs cheated for Texas. Yeah, Texas had 21 fouls called and South Carolina had 10. My God, do we really have the Iowa fans in here? This is some Indiana fever level shit right now. It's always the referee's fault. The referees did it. No, that's not fair. The referee, it's the referee. Oh, no. Give me a break. You're playing in Greenville. You're at home. You're in Greenville at home, and you're down 14-0 like that. Stop it. Cut the shit. The excuse machine starts as always. As always. Do not tell me shit. Texas balled out, man. I don't know if that's cervix's balls to the wall. If you want to sit here and cry about fouls, bro, Justice Carlton sat for 10 minutes in the second half with 4 fouls. And then she fouled out with a minute and a half to go. And she was killing South Carolina today. Bro, I don't want to hear it. Yesterday, they were all on fire. Yesterday, they were running their mouths. LSU fans got the excuses. South Carolina fans got the excuses. Everybody's got an excuse. Everybody got an excuse. Excuses are the tools of the incompetent used to build monuments of nothingness. And those who specialize in using them are seldom good at anything but. And you will not hear Dawn Staley make any excuses because today was belt to ass. Texas came out ready. Gamecocks did not, and they got their asses kicked in their home state. Don't tell me about shit. If you watched last night, LSU South Carolina was a packed house, right? Packed house. The game after Ole Miss and Texas, that place was 3/4 empty. All the South Carolina fans went home. They left. They did not stick around. That place was empty. That place today was packed. South Carolina had the crowd, and they got crushed. They got crushed. If you want to tell me that South Carolina team can beat UConn, yeah, sure, buddy. No fucking chance. I actually got more confidence in Texas giving UConn a better game after watching that. Because I have now seen what has happened to Tania Latson's career at South Carolina. Raven Johnson was trash today. 9 points, 4 turnovers, 4 assists, a 1-to-1 assist to turnover ratio. She did not hit a 3. She was not aggressive. She took bad shots when she took them. Tania Latson completely invisible. 4 points, 3 assists, a turnover, 1 for 4 from the field, 2 for 6 from the line. Do not tell me shit. Texas beat these girls twice this year. I don't want to hear it. The only player in double digits today was Joyce Edwards with 13. Medina Olcott, 1 for 4, 2 points. Oh, my God. Tessa Johnson benched for more than half the game. Benched for more than half the game. Reggie, good luck to you, brother. You're not going to play them because you're going to have to play them in the national championship, and you ain't going to beat UConn. You're not going to beat UConn. I'm sorry. One of your best players today was Agatha McKeer off the bench. That's why she played so damn much. Because at least she played with some fucking guts. At least that girl came with some guts out there today. Tornabees had 6 points in 19 minutes. McDaniel played 24. She had 10 points. I don't want to hear it, man. South Carolina laid a fucking egg today. They got trashed in their home state. Dawn with the Tessa got smoked as soon as she came back in the game on defense. If Tessa can't make jump shots, what is Tessa worth? I don't know. Because she looked like certifiable garbage. But people will tell us that she's a great, 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 great player. Stop. They didn't go inside of Joyce Edwards enough. And that first 4 minutes, man, that was the ball game. That was it. Is this game with are they playing the Big 12 championship on an LED light board? Wow. Look like a light board. Yeah, look like they're playing on a light board. That's crazy. TCU starts off with an air ball from 3. Oh, from LSU. Oh, LSU is here to talk their shit about South Carolina now. Oh, my gosh. Hey, man. The Final Four, look, end of the day, it's going to be 4 teams that play for the Final Four. We already know what they're going to be. They're going to be UConn. It's going to be UCLA. It's going to be Texas. And it'll be South Carolina. That's it. Women's college basketball has no depth. These teams in the Big 12 can't compete. The teams in the ACC can't compete, not this year. And realistically, Vanderbilt has one player and by herself. And if she don't go for 40, there's no upset happening. So, I mean, we all know what's going to happen. And look, I mean, UConn's going to smoke everybody. So it's going to be a butt whipping galore. And watching that UCLA game today against Iowa, I can't even believe Iowa. What an embarrassment. Iowa, what a – Ben, did you watch that game? 96-45. I got people making excuses for that shit, saying, oh, they held Michigan. Well, you know what? That doesn't speak well about Michigan, right? Because, yes, they held Michigan twice, to 44 and 42 points. I watched Hannah Stuelke. That girl, garbage. They lost. Bro, Iowa is on the level of fucking Southern. UCLA only beat 3 teams by 51 or more. Southern, Cal Poly, and Long Beach State. Be the runner-up. You got a one-team conference, UCLA. Nobody can compete with UCLA in this conference. And I think UCLA is better than last year. I do. I think they have a little bit more on the perimeter. But I still don't think they can compete with UConn. They got more on the perimeter. They just can't compete with UConn. So, yeah, that's my thoughts. Wow. My gosh. I'm just wondering, man, what are y'all thinking, man? What are y'all thinking, South Carolina fans? How are you feeling about this game? How are you feeling about this? Because all of y'all jumped in here. I mean, yesterday, I went from 30, 40 people and then jumped in to have 120 because all the South Carolina fans came to talk shit, man. Thank you very much, Anzo Max 2. Yes, Raven back to being Raven. But people want to proclaim Raven as a superstar. I mean, she had a great game yesterday, and today she was dog shit. You want some statistics on that shit? I will give them to you. She turned the ball over the first time she touched it today on an offensive foul. The first time she touched the ball, turnover. And then she turned it over again on a bad pass. 18. By that point, it's 6-0. That bad pass made it 8-0. And then Joyce Edwards turned it over to make it 10-0. And then Edwards turned it over again, 12-0. And then Raven Johnson, again, bad pass, 14-0. Raven Johnson turned the ball over 3 times in the first 3 minutes and 12 seconds. And it was 14-0. Those are your statistics. Those are the facts. So, you know, these are facts. And I know they're going to get in your feelings. But Raven Johnson is a decent, above average player, maybe. She can have a great game, and then next day she can look like this. And the problem that exists in South Carolina is that you destroyed Tania Latson's confidence. She is a secondary player on this team. And even though she's probably the most talented player on this team, they brought a 25-point per game scorer on this team, and they got her standing in the corner, taking one shot through almost 3 quarters of play. You're being funny, Anzo. Yes, she does the little things like get smoked. She got smoked today. Smoked. 78-61. I don't want to hear it. The little things. She defends. She plays hard. That's cute. Yes, she does. I never discount playing hard. She has that Lexi Hull in her. She plays hard. She plays tough. That's what she does. But when it comes down to it, when you talk about the real ballers, she's not. And that's why no one projects her to go in the first round. Because she's not a first-round talent. Afro, bro, I've been flamed by South Carolina fans about Raven Johnson for over a year. They love her. They love her. They have an abnormal adoration for Raven Johnson. It's almost crazy how much they are obsessed with Raven Johnson. Look, I credited her. She played very well. Yesterday, she was fantastic. She's still a 10-5 player this year. And what did she do today? 9-4. She was at her near average. This was her average game. 9-4, 10-5. Tessa Johnson was stiff as a board, blowing by her ass. She couldn't guard a fucking curb. That's why she was sitting. Because every time she went in the game, she got smoked. And because she's not hitting threes, then she's almost unplayable. Almost unplayable. They went with a freshman over her. I think, is she a freshman? Maker is a freshman? Makir. Makir. Yeah, she's a freshman. 6'1" freshman. Thunder Bay, Ontario. Like, they went with a freshman over her because that freshman was moving her feet. That freshman was guarding Rory Harmon and doing a pretty decent job of it. Honestly, did a pretty decent job. Yeah, and Raven and Flau'jae Johnson's career is going up in smoke also. Her career going up in smoke. But Makir played 22 minutes. Tessa Johnson played 18. Medina Okot, 2 points. You brought that 6'6" big ass girl to do nothing. They had Okot standing in the corner at the 3-point line. She was in the corner. She was at the top of the key. What exactly is Medina Okot doing up at the top of the key? What is she doing out there? What exactly is she doing out there? Please do tell. Please do tell. I mean, everyone thinks they're a 3-point shooter nowadays. You know what I mean? Everybody thinks they're a 3-point shooter nowadays. So she makes a few when she's wide open, I guess. I don't want to hear this shit no more, man. You're only a hater when you're telling the truth, man. That's how it works nowadays. You're only a hater when you tell the truth. She's a 10-5 player. She's a 10-5 player. And that's only this year, by the way. Let's be real. She's a 10-5 player this year. She's a career. And this is her 5th college season, by the way. Last year, she averaged 4.9 points and 2.8 assists and 4.5 rebounds. And she shot 35% from the floor and 29.5 from 3. And last year, they were telling me how amazing she was. This year, she doubles it. She's at 10.3, 5.5, 4.1, and her shooting has gotten way better, but she's still just a 10-5 player on her best day. Her best day, she's 10-5 on an average. For an average. But she does little things, yeah. It took a freshman over Tessa Johnson. That's what it tells you. You know who can guard Tessa? Texas can. Because they make her unplayable when she's getting smoked off the bounce. I would agree. Yeah. When you're that goddamn big, man, you can't be playing at the freaking in the corner. You can't be playing in the corner. Where are the South Carolina fans, man? Y'all, I was hoping y'all would come here to talk. I wanted to see y'all today, man. This was embarrassing. This was embarrassing. This was an embarrassment. I mean, it wasn't as embarrassing as what Iowa did today, but it was embarrassing. It was bad. But again, I think the fact of the matter is, the reality remains is that there's one elite team and there's 3 really, really good ones. And then there's everybody else. You got UConn up here, the 3 that are down here, and then everybody else is down here. It's just what it is. I'm watching this West Virginia Tech TCU game. It's 12-5 West Virginia. And Olivia Miles makes first team All-American on the Athletic over Hannah Hidalgo. Come on, man. Get out of here. That's a foul. Flau'jae Johnson sitting here making first team All-SEC, an embarrassment. Michaela Williams making first team All-SEC, an embarrassment. Flau'jae Johnson made second team All-American by the Athletic, an embarrassment. I am convinced that the people that supposedly cover women's basketball don't actually watch women's basketball. I am not someone who covers women's basketball. I am not a national media member. My job is not to be a media. I'm not a media member for college women's basketball. When you cover college women's basketball, that means you cover the entire sport. And if I listen to any one of these fucking idiots on ESPN tell me that Flau'jae Johnson should be second team All-American, you don't watch the game like you claim you do, because she has not been that level of player this year. It's not even close. It's not even close. Carolyn Peck is a clown. She's always been a clown. She's the same one that didn't like Caitlin Clark, so I don't want to hear her voice. But let's be real, man. Let's be real. People don't like reality. I keep telling folks the depth that UConn has this year is crazy. They got a player who was a 19-12, averaging 7-5 because she's just a role player. They don't watch. They don't actually watch. They don't watch the way you're supposed to watch basketball. They name glaze. There's a name drop sport, man. That's all they do. It's always about name, who the name is. You heard them say their name enough times. You know, it's like the AZ Fudd disease. AZ Fudd should not be the first pick in the draft. Like, if AZ Fudd is the first pick in the WNBA draft, that's a problem. That is a huge problem, because she's not the best player in the draft. She's not the best draftable player. She's not the best. First, she's not the best player in the draft, and second, she should not be taken number 1. You what? Because you want to have her with a girlfriend in Dallas? At some point, those two will break up. They're children. They're 22 years old, 23 years old. They're going to break up. It's just a matter of when. Because which one of them is going to want to have a baby? I don't know. You know? Can you imagine Paige Beckers getting pregnant from some sperm donor or some shit like that? I don't know. This guy just said that she's in rhythm right now. They got 10 points in the first quarter. Get out of here. Fuck, man. Listen to the commentating on women's basketball at times. It's like, bruh. How are you in rhythm? They got 10 points as a team in the first quarter. She's in rhythm right now. What? Lord have mercy. Stupid comments, man. Yeah, I guess South Carolina fans didn't want to show up today, man. South Carolina fans did not want to show up today, man. They were here in droves yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. In droves. They were all here. All of them were here. They came to talk shit. They came to freaking rag on LSU, and here they are. They're not here. 12-12, West Virginia, TCU. What a game. What a game. 12-12. Jesus, Lord. They pull some bullshit like God and AZ Fudd first round. Lauren Betts should be the first pick in the draft. We got to get out of this shit. She should have been the first pick in the draft last year if she turned pro, and she should be the first pick in the draft this year. You cannot not draft Lauren Betts. 6'7", touch around the rim, defensive play. She's the defensive player of the year in the Big Ten, by the way. People crack on her, so she can't move. She's still the defensive player of the year in the Big Ten. She's the player of the year and the defensive player of the year. She's 6'7". She's got nice post skills. She's got nice touch around the basket. And you're going to go take a fucking a shooting guard in the first round, in the first pick. Is that the excuse, Dan Meyer? Is this the excuse? Is this the excuse that we got? They played the SEC championship game yesterday against LSU, a team that no one thought could win the SEC championship. If Texas played LSU, they'd kick their ass too. And I know LSU beat Texas also at home. They did, and then they lost on the road. Insane. Women's basketball, you need bigs, man. Oh, look at that damn body block by Olivia Miles. Jesus. I said it last night in the live after the game. You need bigs to win in women's basketball. This is not the NBA. The NBA is playing positionless ball. And even then, you see who's still winning in the NBA. Who won last year? Oklahoma City. They got a 7'1" center. Their biggest guy isn't 6'9". Their biggest guy is 7'1". Skinny or not, he's a rim protector. Chet Holmgren. He can shoot the rock. He can post. He's athletic. Can defend. Look at when you have you had with Boston. Kristaps Porzingis, 7'4". Their biggest guy is not 6'9". Their biggest guys are over 7 feet tall. Denver, Jokic. Like, you're not winning an NBA championship with a 6'9" center. It just isn't happening. It's not very, if it does, it's very, very rare. It's very, very rare. Like, if you go look at even the NBA, Miami couldn't compete with Denver because Denver was bigger everywhere. Bigger everywhere. The guy that killed Miami more than anybody was Aaron Gordon. We could not match up with him. We could not match up with him. He was a nightmare. He was a nightmare matchup from the Miami Heat. We had nobody can match up with him. Golden State. Who was the center for Golden State? They played against Boston. Did they play? Who did they beat? They beat Boston, right? When they won. I don't know who their big was, but that would be the one exception. The year before that, Giannis. They had Giannis and Brook Lopez. Year before that, the Lakers, Anthony Davis. You know, you got to have some level of a center with some size. And in the women's game, you have to have bigs. You have to have bigs. No, they got bigs besides Draymond Green. It ain't just Draymond Green. They still had Kayvon Looney. I mean, yeah, that's the one exception, really. And then you have Steph. So, I mean, Steph is different. And they run the triangle offense, which is very hard to defend, which none of these teams can defend still. Even then, if you go look at even when they lost, they still had multiple bigs. I mean, you know, but whatever. Women's game is a necessity to have bigs. It's a necessity. AZ Fuzz not better than Caitlin Clark. Come on, man. Stupid. These are the stupid comments that people will continue to make. They will make the dumbass comments. You know, they'll make these stupid, foolish comments. It's a joke. Well, someone here came in earlier and said they had 6, and I said, actually in the mock drafts there's 4 of them being drafted in the first round, which tells you all you need to know about the talent in women's college basketball. That you think that 4 players from UCLA are first round picks. Like I've watched UCLA play enough times. Gabrielle Hawkins is a role player. You're gonna make her a first round pick. You know, Kiki Rice is a serviceable guard, but don't know if she's a point guard or a 2 guard. She don't shoot the ball well enough, in my opinion, to be a 2 guard. She's not a good enough facilitator to be a point guard. Kind of a hybrid. I don't think she's a first round pick, but they have her as a first round pick. And Nitkins is a shooter. That's all she is. She's a shooter. Their only real first round pick should be Lauren Betts. No, you can never teach height. The 4 number 1 seeds that I have, all we did today was flip flop South Carolina and Texas. All we did was flip flop South Carolina and Texas. I got UConn, UCLA, Texas, South Carolina, which means South Carolina would play UConn in the Final Four and not in the national championship. You know, but again, if you're telling me that they got 4 first-round picks, you tell me that Gabriela Jaquez is a first-round pick in the WNBA draft, well, you just told me all I need to know about the WNBA, about the talent in women's college basketball. It isn't very good. It isn't very good. You know, it just wasn't. It's not very good because she's a role player. She's a WNBA 4th option, backup, 5th option. She's not a star. She's a decent player. In the SEC, there are some special women's fan. Why does the tournament? Oh, I mean, it's like, why is the ACC tournament always in North Carolina, man? Why is the ACC tournament always in the ACC tournament is always in North Carolina? How does that feel for Miami going to North Carolina to have to play Duke or North Carolina or NC State or even Wake Forest? It's like they centralize it to where it's most centralized. You know, because Texas and Oklahoma are now in the tournament in the SEC, it feels a certain way, but Texas just went there and beat their ass, you know, and that was a home game for South Carolina. That was a home game. But I agree. I think they should move it around. I also think that they're talking. They think about the money component of it, because what you're going to have, no matter what, is South Carolina is going to draw a big fan base. They filled that building up. You can't take that away from them. They filled the building up. You know, they filled it up, and that's what they're going to continue to do. If they put it in, they can't put it on someone's home court. I don't know what facilities they have in Atlanta. I mean, you put it in Atlanta. Do you think people show up the same? Probably not. You think if they put it in Louisiana and New Orleans, do you think people show up the same? I'm sure they've gone over this stuff. They look at it from a financial perspective. And as long as South Carolina is elite, they would want to put it there. I don't agree with it. I don't think it should be always a home situation for South Carolina, but it's the same shit they've been doing with the ACC in Greensboro for years. The fact that, I mean, the Big Ten was in Minneapolis for the past years and the 2 years in Indianapolis. And look at what UCLA's had to do. UCLA's had to go across the country and play in the middle of the Big West, in the middle of the Big Ten, the real Big Ten area. I mean, there would be. They would. I'm sure South Carolina fans would come to Atlanta, but would they go to Atlanta the way they would be in Greenville, South Carolina? Probably not. It would be a good crowd, but would it fill the building up? Because again, if you watched the game last night with Ole Miss and Texas, after that South Carolina LSU game, the place emptied out. Like, go watch the highlights. Entire sections disappeared. People left. And that's weird to me because I thought you have an all-day ticket. I would not leave. I'd want to watch both games because I'm a basketball person. So, and I'm going to get my money's value and whatever. So, last year, no one in the Big Ten championships is, yeah. USC and UCLA can't travel those people. Those people don't even go to their games locally, so they're not going to travel to Indianapolis to watch them play a game in the Big Ten championship. They won't do it. I would love that. I think that would be fantastic. In fact, TCU is looking at a 2 seed with a win. if TCU wins, I think Iowa may have lost their way out of the 2 seed. I think it's going to be real hard for the committee to put a team as a 2 seed that just got beat by 51. And when you look at a 2 seed, you want to think that that 2 seed can be competitive. You want to have the 2 seed be competitive against a 1. And I don't think Iowa can be competitive against any one of the 1 seeds. So even though they beat Michigan up yesterday, this is my perspective, that they might have lost their way out of a 2 seed. They might now be a 3 seed. And then I would be interested in so it'll be 215, the 7 versus the 10. I would definitely have a lot of interest in Hannah Hidalgo as Notre Dame as a 7 seed playing at TCU in round 2. I think that would be must-see TV. What do you mean they should have what? What do you mean they messed up? They should have had – no, for sure. I said that yesterday. I'm like, why is this the early game? You want to get everybody in the building. You want to have all those South Carolina LSU fans for the early game to fill up the place. Get there early, be at the Ole Miss game against Texas. But again, I think maybe they go from the perspective of we're going to give the number 1 seed the advantage so that their game ends early. They get more rest, and then they're the 1 seed. And instead, you have a second game that has nobody watching it. Nobody was there. I watched the game. Nobody went to everybody left. Place was empty. Yeah. I would love to see Hannah Hidalgo as a 7 seed. Like right now, what do they have the projection for? Let's see the projection for them. Let's see what the projection is for projection. Oh, there's absolute animosity. And not to mention, they just gave Olivia Miles a first-team All-American award by The Athletic. I know that's not the real All-American award, but it still is one of them. And I don't think anyone on earth thinks that Olivia Miles is better than Hannah Hidalgo. And if you do, I might have to check your temperature for sickness, because there's no way in hell anyone going to tell me that Olivia Miles is better than Hannah Hidalgo. I'll never hear that. I'll look at you like you're crazy. You're crazy if you think that. The talent at TCU is better than the talent at Notre Dame. It's not close. So right now, Notre Dame is a projected they're a 6 seed right now in the Columbus bracket, and they would play Ohio State in round 2. I would love to see that shift. So right now, Iowa is the 2 seed projected as of 3/7. That was yesterday at 11:55 p.m. I think that's going to change. They're in the bracket with Texas, which makes them they had them as the number 1 2 seed. I think that drops, because as of yesterday, you'd had South Carolina as number 3 2 seed. UCLA had LSU in their bracket. Vanderbilt was in UConn's bracket. And Texas had Iowa. I think Iowa's going to drop out of that shit. You can't lose by 51, man. Like, I can't look at you with a straight face like this team is considered one of the 8 best teams in the country. You got beat by 51. So TCU is on the same side as Notre Dame right now. They would meet in the Sweet 16 if they did meet, but I would love to move them into that Fort Worth spot. I would love to see them as a 7. I think that's made for TV shit. The Big 12 is not very good. Yeah. Oh, we all saw the video. They were in the hallway at Notre Dame's arena, back and forth with each other. Yeah, that we all saw that video. That was shit. Hell, they got Iowa State making the tournament, bro. Like, Iowa State making this tournament is diabolical. Like, how do you have Iowa State as a 9 seed? Can you imagine what I mean, first of all, how is Tennessee at 17-13 a tournament team? I don't understand that. I don't understand how Tennessee UCLA is that good. They're not 51 points better that good. You can't play like you're scared, man. You cannot play like you're scared. And Hannah Stuelke was scared. She was scared. She didn't want no parts of that game. She needed to be on the outside, but because she's so skillless, she can't pump fake, get bets in the air, and dribble drive. Did you see what they were doing defensively? They had 3 people dropped in on Lauren Betts like this. They had 3 people. They had her bracketed with 3. And they let her sister take a wide open 17-footer and like shoot it. And she shot it and she swished it. You can't, I mean, you're scared. You got to be playing a fast-paced game to have a chance against UCLA. They're too big. They're big everywhere. Why is USC women's basketball? I could not tell you why. You said Hannah never pump faked in her life. Nah, she just shoots it. I don't know how USC can make the tournament at 17-13. They're a joke too. They're a joke also. I don't know how they have them as a 9 seed. That's like, this is my problem. Like, tell me why USC is a 9 seed, but the trash ass Miami Hurricanes women's basketball team has, I think, the same record, and they're not even in consideration for the tournament. That's my problem with this whole thing. And I know that Miami's women's team is not good, but I don't understand where they get this shit from at times. Like, I don't get it. Let me see the standings in the conference. Like the ACC right now. So Miami went 17-14. They're 8-10 in the ACC, right? And yet USC is 17-13, and they're 9-9 in the Big Ten. And they're going to be a 9 seed, and Miami's not even in the conversation for the tournament. That's funny to me. Now I understand Miami only lost to Iowa by 3, just so people know. They lost to Iowa by 3. I mean, they don't have a win over anybody. I mean, they ain't beat nobody all year. They lost to every good team. I understand it. Trust me. I get it. But who the hell did USC beat? USC has a win over fucking Iowa. That's their win. They beat Iowa. Okay. I guess that's the comparable. Is it the comparable to make them a 9 seed? Let's see. Besides Iowa, they lost by 34 to UCLA. They lost to Michigan State. They lost to Michigan. They beat Iowa. That was their win. They don't have their one win is Iowa. Nobody else. They beat NC State early this year. NC State, they beat them by 1. They got smacked by South Carolina. They lost Notre Dame. They beat Washington early on, and then they lost to Washington in the tournament. Crushed by UConn. I don't see how the hell you're a tournament team. They're going to finish the year losing 4 straight games, but they're going to have them in a tournament. That's just a joke. That's just a joke. 17-14 teams in the tournament in a conference. Like the SEC, Tennessee sitting here right now, looking at an 8 seed. I mean, have y'all been watching Tennessee play basketball? They're getting crushed. They're 8-8 in the SEC. They finished 16-13, and you're gonna put them in the tournament? Come on, man. Come on. Like that's a joke. That means they were 8-5 in non-conference play. They lost to NC State. Their wins are ETSU, UT Martin, Belmont, MTSU, Coppin State, crushed by UCLA, Stanford, Winthrop, crushed by Louisville, Southern Indiana. They beat Florida, Auburn, Mississippi State, Arkansas, Alabama. They got to win over Kentucky. Crushed by Mississippi State. Crushed by UConn. They beat Georgia. Crushed by South Carolina. Beat Missouri. Lost to Texas. Lost to Ole Miss. Lost to A&M. They're going to finish their year with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight losses. They're going to put a team in the tournament with 7 straight losses. Come on. And have them as an 8 seed? An 8 seed? That's a joke. That's a joke. By the way, this game is 20-19 with 2:40 to go in the second quarter. Jesus, Lord. Bad. This is bad. This is bad. Which one? The first one or the second one? Because the second one, they were getting their ass kicked. They lost by 23, and that game wasn't close. How was the game played? That was by 34. I mean, how was the game played? I saw the second one. They got killed. Oh, that's funny. That's impossible. She can't get right defensively. She needs to lose 100 pounds. You're making excuses, bro. That's excuse making. You're making a lot of excuses. You're making a lot of excuses. They are 17-13. You do not make the NCAA tournament as a 9 seed at 17-13. It's insulting. It's insulting. They finished their season off losing and losing and losing. That's excuse making. You lose 7 straight Tennessee. You don't belong in the tournament. Sorry. You don't belong in the tournament. I'll never ride with that. Stop making excuses for losing. Stop making excuses. Man, South Carolina fans, you disappointed me today. You didn't show up tonight. I wanted to see y'all. USC going to finish their season off with 4 straight losses, and you want to put them in the tournament as a 9 seed. Come on now. Because they beat Rutgers, Northwestern, Illinois, Indiana, and Wisconsin? Come on now. They finished their season with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 and 10 in their last 17. You want to put them in the tournament as a 9 seed. Not an 11, not a first 4 type thing, a 9. Come on, man. That's embarrassing. That's insulting. Like, give me a break. 17-13. Come on now. Like, Jesus Christ. There's so many squads that do not belong in this tournament. When you putting dog shit in like that. A 17-13 team would never make the men's tournament. Never. Not unless they win their conference championship, conference tournament. They would never make it at 17-13. Almost unheard of. Almost unheard of. I think the only time I remember seeing a team close to that make it was like a 19-12 Michigan State. And they made it simply based off name recognition because not anything they did. And of course, then they went and they won a couple of games in the tournament because they play a physical brand of basketball, but not the most skilled. That was years ago. This game is 23-21 TCU over West Virginia right now. What a joke. Jesus, this is bad. That's a travel. They didn't call it. Almost. No, she did travel. Almost shit. 25-footer, no good. If you caught the pass, you had a wide open shot. Jesus, Lord. Did I watch all them games? Which games? I don't have to watch to know they went 7-10 in the last 17, man. You think the NCAA committee watched those games? Do you really think the NCAA committee watched those games? No, they did not. I know for a fact these people do not watch all the games. I watched USC play a few times. They did not win one game I watched them play. They did not win one time when I watched them play. They did not win once. I don't want to hear that Kennedy Smith missed the game. So what? Who cares? They lost to Notre Dame that has Hannah Hidalgo and nobody else. Hannah Hidalgo and nobody else. They got dusted by UCLA twice. Dusted. They got losses here. They lost to Penn State. Penn State just fired their coach. Didn't they? Or was that Rutgers? I don't remember which one it was. Penn State, 11-17. They finished 11-18. You lost to an 11-18 Penn State squad. Come on, man. You cannot sit here and tell me that you deserve to be in the tournament. Losing to 11-18 Penn State. Come on, man. Stop the cap, man. They don't belong in the tournament. But they're going to get in because of name recognition. It's fine. It's whatever, bro. It is what it is. They'll lose in the first round. But they should not be a 9 or an 8. They should be like an 11. They should be an 11 seed. West Virginia's up 3 on TCU. 26-23. TCU got 3 losses in conference. This conference sucks. Oh my God, where are you going? That shot wasn't even close. South Carolina women's basketball rank is SEC over, let alone winning a natty. I mean, I don't know. I can't say that. I don't think they're going to win the championship this year. I don't know that they're definitely playing on an LED board. That's for sure. They're playing basketball on an LED board. The court is having computer graphics jump up and board. Halftime, West Virginia 26, TCU 23. What point am I missing? They are excuses. Kennedy Smith is an okay player. You're acting like she's a superstar. She's an okay player. Like you're trying too hard. 17-13 is 17-13. Losing your last 4 is losing your last 4. You don't belong in the tournament at 17-13. You got your ass kicked in the first round by Washington. What are you talking about? They're not very good. They're not very good. These are excuses. Like, this is a joke. We need to stop making up bullshit about why. I can make up 1,000 fucking excuses for shit. A loss is a loss. Was Jazzy Davidson playing? Yes. That might be your only cop-out on certain losses if you're missing Jazzy Davidson. Because if Jazzy Davidson's on that court, you got your best player. You got your best player. Did anyone make excuses for UConn when Iowa beat them in the Final Four? Nationally? No. Maybe UConn fans did. Because they had a bunch of people hurt in that Final Four game. They had people hurt. They didn't play. Oh, Lord. Raven was cramping. 3 minutes in. Cramping. 3 minutes in. The excuses. Here's the excuse train. Raven Johnson was cramping. No, she sucked. She said, eat it, man. Eat it. Stop it. USC hate is real. You're 17-13. You are sitting here arguing something. You're comparing a 17-13 team to Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart. Come on, bro. Come on. Stop it. I'm a Miami Hurricane fan. The Miami Hurricanes are the most hated team in the country. You guys hate us whether we're good or bad. We've been good for 2 years in the last 20, and y'all still hate us. And you go out of your way for it. You go out of your way for it. Give me a break. Stop the garbage, bro. Get over it. Get over it. Juju Watkins, as good as she was, this year's team, they would not be a 25-win team with Juju Watkins. Why? Because they lost 2 big-time players last year. plus 2 people who transferred out who would have been starters this year. I mean, we're going to discount the value of Kiki Irifin, discount the value of Rhea Marshall on that team. You're not going to discount the value of those 2 women. That team is just not that good this year. It is what it is. You can accept it. It's not a shot. They're just not that good. They're not good. Like all that other shit, they're not good. If Juju was on the team, they'd probably be a 21-win team. They would not be a 25-5. No way. Great. And we just saw Iowa get beat by 51. Yeah, they did. That was a road game. They won at home over Iowa. Okay. When Iowa plays a team with a pulse that's tough, big, or whatever, I mean, I don't even. And you know what? Iowa fans gave me excuses about losing that game because somebody got hurt and they had to figure out their defense. Miss me with the shit. I don't want to hear it. That shit does nothing for me. You lost. You lost. You didn't lose your best player. You lost a role player. You lost a role player. I'm not going to sit here and make a bit like you want to make excuses when you lose a game as to why you lose them. They weren't trash. You think that first year team was not trash for Juju? They weren't trash. But she did carry them, no question. But I don't think she would have had this team with 25-5. That's my opinion. Not without a big like Kiki Irifin. That's my opinion. I don't live in the world of excuse making. I don't live in that world of excuse making. People want to make excuses for every time they lose a basketball game. You sound like fighters, man. Fighters lose I got to listen. Did any of y'all watch the UFC fight card last night? I got to watch Cody Garbrandt in his fight lose the fight and only get a win because the guy committed 2 nuts, kicked him in the balls 3 times and lost 2 points in round 3. And he somehow won the fight 28-27 on all 3 cards, even though I thought he'd lost all 3 rounds. And listen to him after the fight talking about how he thought he won the fight. Bitch, you got your ass kicked for 3 rounds. And you won the fight because you got points deducted off your opponent. The excuses are embarrassing. Enough. Miami loses yesterday to Louisville in basketball. Ain't no excuses. They got beat. Defensively, they were shit. I don't want to hear it. They got beat. Stop excuse making. My team lost the national championship in football. What was the referee's fault that the Hurricanes lost to Indiana? No. Miami fucking misses a field goal. Miami has coaching mistakes. Miami throws a pick on the final possession. That's Miami's fault. I want to hear it. Player this, player that, man. Show up and play and shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. UConn has had injuries for years. And I've listened to people make excuses about it, but nationally people don't make excuses for them. They make them for themselves. But you know who doesn't? Gino Auriemma never made them. We lost. He's never been a guy that makes a lot of excuses about losing. I'm something else. I mean, I keep it real. You're 17-13, bro. You cannot sit here and tell me that if you take off their jersey, take off the USC jersey, put UCLA. Okay, do this for me. Be completely above board here, Nicholas. Take off that USC jersey. Put them in a UCLA jersey with the exact same resume. Is UCLA a tournament team to you at 17-13 with that exact same resume? Yes or no? Yes or no? Are they a tournament team? And I appreciate it, but are they a tournament team? 17-13, identical resume, identical 34-point loss to USC, identical 23-point loss to USC. 17-13. Same resume. Are you making them a tournament team if they're wearing UCLA blue and gold? Everything is the same. I'm going to wait for your answer.
Thankfully, there's ESPN Tournament Challenge, the #1 proven way to treat bracket brain right at the source.
So this March, download the
Are you thinking about it? I'm waiting for the answer. I'm giving you the exact same. I want the exact same shit. Take their jersey off, put them in a UCLA jersey, the exact same resume. Are they a tournament team? Yes or no? You're arguing for 17 and 13. Thank you, Jake. Thank you, Jacob Perro. I appreciate you. I'm waiting for Nicholas because he's fighting hard on this one. I'm on Nicholas to answer this question because I know if he says yes, that they're a tournament team, then I know he's just being a complete fan right now, and he can't help it. He can't help it. I understand. You're a fan. You're a fan. Man, this is like Jeopardy for real, man. I got the music playing. Do no 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 do no 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 do 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 Final answer. What is no? Man, you are quiet on me, guy. He ain't answering, man. He don't want to answer the question. He knows the answer to the question. Don't want to answer the question, bro. I get it. It's hard to answer the question that you know the answer to. Hurts your soul. I get it. Hurts your soul, bro. He ain't answered still. But they haven't beaten any. They got to win over Iowa. They ain't beaten anybody. They haven't beaten anybody good. NC State was not a ranked team at the end of the year. They lost to Notre Dame, an unranked team at the end of the year. And they lost. You can't lose by every. So you lose by 28. You lose by 34. You lose by 23. You lose by 17. You lose. So Oregon, what was Oregon's record? Oregon. They lost to Oregon, right? What was Oregon's record? I got no idea. What was Oregon's record? 22-12. They're 11th in the Big Ten. They lost to a team that's 11th in conference, right? But they were better non-conference. Okay. Let's see. Is Oregon a projected tournament team? Oregon. Let's find Oregon here. Oregon. Oregon's a 7 seed projected. Okay, they lost. Minnesota. Is Minnesota projected to make the tournament? Minnesota is a projected 4 seed. Lost. Maryland, they lost. Michigan State, they lost. Michigan, they lost. You beat Iowa. If that's what you're rolling with, Penn State was 11-17, 11-18. They were 11-18. So they lost to Penn State, who went 11-18. I mean, he ain't answered the question, so he disappeared on me. They overhype these conferences way too much. You can't have a bunch of bad conference teams just because they're in a big conference. They beat Nebraska. Fine. They beat Nebraska, who was ranked 20th when they played them. Okay. Is Nebraska a projected tournament team? Nebraska is one of the last 4 in. So they're a play-in game. They're a play-in. as an 11. I mean, hey, I get it. You want to stand on it. You do know. I asked you the question. If you at UCLA had your exact same resume, 17 and 13, yes or no, are they a tournament team to you? Yes or no? If UCLA had your same exact resume, it's a simple question. It doesn't require half an hour of thinking about it. You do know, because I know what you would say. You probably hate UCLA because you're a USC fan, and there's no way in shit that you would sit here with a straight face and say UCLA is a tournament team. I'm not, and this isn't a USC argument. There's a bunch of teams just like this in college basketball. They want to put Tennessee in there at 16 and 13 as an 8. That's disgraceful. That makes the whole tournament a joke. That makes the entire tournament a joke. This team has lost 7 straight games. They got players quitting on their season. And they want to put them in the tournament as an 8 seed projection? Get out of here, man. This is embarrassing now. What are we doing? What are we doing? Iowa State. Does anyone here think Iowa State's a tournament team just because they beat Iowa? Does anyone think that Iowa State should be a tournament team just because they beat Iowa? They were 14-0. 14-0. And they finished 22-10. 22-9. Let me see. 22-9. They were 14-0 and finished 22-9. So they went 8-9 in their last 17. And Audi Crooks were exposed for being a fat slob who can't move. What, when Carolina went to the national championship and lost to Kansas? When they were the 8 seed, I think it was? Was that the one? Tennessee losing 7 straight games, having their players quit on them, and they got a projection for an 8 seed. This women's basketball tournament is painful to look at the potential games. Oh, yeah, they complain about UConn all day, but when UConn wins, they win every game by 50. Their average margin of victory is 37. They got 1 game under 10 all year. They beat teams with 20-plus wins by 40 points, and people have a problem with them. The Big Ten is not as weak as the Big East, but the Big Ten is not strong. The Big Ten is a fake strong conference. They're a fake strong. You had an undefeated team in conference. You know the biggest example of a weak-ass conference? To me, undefeated team in the conference. Conference ain't that goddamn good when you got people going undefeated in your conference. Unless your talent level is so fucking elite that it's ridiculous. Because UCLA, they lost to Texas. And they have dragged everybody. They've dragged everybody. But I don't think the conference is that great. I just watched their conference run up lose by 51 today. I'm watching a Big 12 championship game between a 29 and 14. That's 23 points at halftime. Oh, Lord. Wide open, motherfucking air ball. That girl just shot a wide open 3 that went 3 feet wide right of the damn rim, and she's smiling. She's fucking smiling. And now she missed the layup. Same girl misses the layup. God almighty. This is such trash basketball. The 2 top conferences, it's the SEC. I mean, look, there's only 4 teams that matter. The rest of the damn country is shit. This sport is so top heavy. You thought it was shifting, but it's not. It's going back the other direction to being completely top heavy. Last year, I thought was the most open we had for an NCAA tournament in terms of the Final Four. Like, I thought anybody could win the Final Four, right? I thought anybody could have won. Of those teams in the Final Four, I thought any one of those teams could have won. If they had a good day, any one of them could have won. There wasn't a clear-cut, dominant favorite last year to win the national championship in women's college basketball. This year, if you think that UConn's not the clear-cut favorite, I mean, then you're on drugs, because they are a clear-cut favorite. So obviously, I'm gonna go with the SEC and the Big Ten, but that's because there's only 4 power conferences. The ACC is not that good. The Big 12 is not that good. You only got 2. It's obvious. So then that's all there is. That's all there is. I just watched the number 2 team in the conference get beat by 51, bro. And I know matchups matter, and there's matchup situations. Iowa beat Michigan twice. Iowa beat Ohio State. Iowa beat a lot of good teams. I'm not saying great. I think they're all good. They beat Ohio State by 21. They beat Maryland by 7. They beat Michigan State by 7. They beat Michigan by 18. They beat Michigan by 17. They won a lot of games. They also lost by 23 to UCLA and by 51 to UCLA. They also lost. They lost by 26 to UConn. They lost by 5 to Iowa State. They beat Baylor by 5. But none of these teams are great. I don't agree with that. I don't think SC's a boxing ring every night. I don't agree with that. I think you have 2 teams and the rest of them are just the 2 best teams are clearly Texas and South Carolina, or South Carolina, Texas, however you want to look at it. And then everybody else. LSU's not on that level. Vanderbilt's not on that level. They're not. I watched Ole Miss lose to LSU this year in a game they led by double digits in the fourth quarter and not hit a field goal in the fourth quarter. They went 0 for 16 in the fourth quarter against LSU on their home floor in a game they were pretty much controlling. Not because LSU's defense was so goddamn great, but because they just couldn't make a basket. I can't evaluate shit past number 4. Like, I can't. There's nothing to evaluate because they're all very, very similar. Like, the fact that Michigan only lost – what's up, AJ? The fact that Michigan only lost by 3 to UConn. That's the only close game UConn played this year. And we all know why that was. If you watched it, I watched it. You had one player go scorched earth off. And she ain't ever done that again. Silas Swords goes 8 for 14 from 3. She has 29. The game of her life. And, they trailed by 10 with 2 minutes to go in the game. They were down 13 with 3.5 left. So that 3-point game, they were still down 13 with 3.5 minutes left. And Silas Swords just started hitting 3 after 3 after 3 after 3. And UConn played their worst game all year. 38% from the field, 33 from 3. They played their worst game all year. They led that game by 20. Their largest lead was 20 in that game. So it wasn't like Michigan was in the game for most of the game. They were getting drop kicked early on. They trailed at halftime by 15. They were down 18 at the half. They came back and made a comeback, but Silas Swords went crazy. And if you go look at the rest of Silas Swords' season, she ain't do shit all year. That's her best game by a mile. By a mile. That was her best game. She's only got 2 other games over 3 other games, only 3 other games over 20 all year. Yeah, Vanderbilt can give them problems if Michaela Blakes goes off. What does this say? Didn't the Tigers beat the Horn? Yeah, they did. They did. They did beat them at home. They did. They did. They did. Okay. You think that happens on a neutral site? You think LSU is better than Texas? I mean, people can lose a game. That's why when I say going undefeated is hard, no matter what, people can lose a game at any time. That's the thing that drives me crazy is this mentality of, oh, it's hard to win every game. Like this Miami, Ohio thing going on right now in the men's game is annoying as shit. It's annoying as shit to me because Miami, Ohio is undefeated at 31-0. Going 31-0 is hard. Winning every game is hard. This mentality that's supposed to be so simple. And when you look at UConn, they're not just winning every game. Their average margin is 37. They won today by 50. They've beaten. I gotta go in a minute. I gotta call my mother. Look at this. They beat Ohio State by 32. By 32. Ohio State by 32. Ohio State is a projected projected 3 seed. So they beat a projected 3 by 32. They beat a projected 2 by 26. Oh, Miami, Ohio's in the tournament. Yeah. They're going to make the tournament with or without, whether or not they win the conference championship. Because you're not going to keep a team that went 33-1 out of the conference championship. It's not going to happen. Because winning is hard. This mentality that, oh, they're supposed to win every game. No. Bro, right now, West Virginia's up 6 on TCU, 34-28. Miles for 3, no good. Rebound, West Virginia. UConn's got 7 WNBA players, if you ask me. I think UConn's got 7. And I'm talking about their whole team, not their class right now. I don't think UCLA has got 4. I don't think UCLA has 4 WNBA players. I don't think they all last. They get cut. Miles, another brick from 3. Jesus Christ. Terrible shot. UConn, what they did this year to certain, I mean, come on. They beat Iowa by 26 on a neutral site. Villanova is in their conference. I know y'all think the conference sucks. Villanova's 24-6. And they're going to play Villanova probably tomorrow. They're playing Seton Hall right now. They're up 21 on Seton Hall. Villanova's going to be 25-6. 25-6. UConn beat them by 49 points. 49 points. 49 points. I mean, hey, 49 points. That should give you an idea to me. But hey, they beat Notre Dame by 38 points. They beat Notre Dame by 38 points. 38 points. 38. They beat Notre Dame by 38 points. They beat Tennessee by 30. By 30. That was in Connecticut. That was in Hartford. Give me about 30. I mean, anyhow. So the Louisville game to start the season, they were up 20 on them in the first quarter. UConn's 3-point shooting is ridiculous. Like, I know, I'm glad you brought that up, Vittoro. UConn 3-point shooting, just so y'all know. Sarah Strong is over 40%. AZ Fudd 44%. Was it Blanca or Bianca? Is it Blanca or Bianca? Blanca Quinones. 39%. Ali Zeibel, 44%. Ashlyn Slade, 35.2%. Kike Arnold, 32.7%, and Kelly Heckle, 35.9%. They got everybody can make shots. Quinones shoots 54% from the field. Sarah Strong's at 59.4% from the field. Sarah Williams at 60% from the field. KK Arnold, 53.7% from the field. Ali Zeibel, 52.7% from the field. Kelly Heckle, 54.8% from the field. This is, I mean, they shoot 52.4% from the field. And they got the best player in the country and probably 2 of the top 8 with her and with Strong and Fudd. Yeah. They're scary good to me. Anyhow, I got to run. I hope you all have a great day. Appreciate everyone jumping on board. We'll have plenty more to talk about as this week goes on. There's no women's basketball this week other than USA women's basketball. They're playing this week. I got work. They're playing in the afternoon, which of course sucks. But anyhow, I appreciate y'all jumping on board. Thanks so much. Y'all have a great day. This is Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.